that you guys couldn't hear us. But anyways, like I said, I'm Yakira Gorgeous.
I'm just Jen.
I'm Yaya Bamsha.
And we are Her Point of View. So basically, we say this after every single episode about what we're about. And basically, we're just about three females that just talk about our lives. We talk about what goes on in the blogs, just everything, giving our opinions on it. So if you guys have any feedback, definitely write it in the chat and we'll definitely look at it. Make sure if you guys have any questions, make sure you want to post that also, because we will get to you for sure. And we'll shout you out also. If we don't get to you, we'll make sure we'll shout you out whenever. All right. So we're going to get into our first segment, which is about Black women. And I'm about to go crazy on this because this is a conversation needs to be talked about. I mean, I feel like it's in there. Like, people are aware of it, but nobody is talking about it. So basically, it was something about Megan Thee Stallion. She has this whole, I don't know if she has like is talking some kind of campaign on it or something about Black women, protecting Black women. And I have so much to say about that because a lot of people don't know exactly what she means by that. All right. So first, we're going to start with what does it mean to be a woman of color? And we're all a woman of color, so we all have our different, opinions on it. But I just want to know what you guys think of what it means to be a woman of color.
I think you should start.
Me? Y'all want me to start? Because I'm going to get into it.
You're going to get okay, maybe not.
I'm going to get into it, so let me go last. But
I don't know an example of what,
But what comes to your mind when you think of any woman of color?
Strong.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say definitely strong. Because you have to handle so much bullshit all the time.
There's so much shit that comes with it. Well, my definition is, I wrote it down, so it's going to be a lot, all right? So basically, it says, well, what I said was that, women of color, a lot, well, I'm going to really talk about a lot of Black women, so because I'm Black, so yeah.
We're going right to church.
But women... Going to church, yes. I'm about to put you guys on how to treat, how to respect a woman of color, period, okay? So basically what I wrote is that a woman of color, we come in different shapes, different sizes, different personalities, looks. We're very misunderstood. We're beautiful. We're talented, independent, definitely overlooked, and a threat because we're so freaking smart. Nobody wants us to be as smart as we are. And that's what I think. A lot of people don't know how to handle smart, Black women like ourselves. And I was just, what else I wrote was all around dope, and I'm just proud to be gang.
Pretty much.
But what I watched her campaign over and over and over, and basically what they were talking about was expectations of a woman of color, which I thought was very interesting. So I wrote down everything. I literally studied that campaign over and over and over. But what she said is Black women has to be strong. They have to prove themselves over and over again. And then she said you're loving yourself, but you can't be too much because you'll be considered conceited. And then it says you can't express yourself through your pain or trauma because you can't show weakness. Always loving the wrong one. Being out with what did I write? Oh, lady in the streets, but freak in the sheets. That was on there. Constantly told. I love it. I do.
It's so cute.
Constantly told she's too much or she's not enough. Constantly told she has an attitude problem because she sticks up for herself at any cost. Constantly told either she's too dark, she's too thin, she's not attractive. Constantly having to alter herself just to fit society standards of beauty. Constantly has to prove yourself to society when society and the odds are always against you, and they always choose a man over you any day. The most disrespected woman is the Black woman.
That's true.
It's crazy, but that's just what it is.
I know.
All right, so this is also for people in the chat, hopefully that we can see what you guys are writing. But what do you guys think? Do you think a Black female is viewed as less attractive, as a less attractive female than the other cultures?
I would say so.
You would say so?
I would think, yeah. I mean, who else is... Because it's always like this weird stigma of you have to be attractive, you have to be skinny, white, straight hair. I mean, we all perm... You know what I mean? We have straight hair for that purpose.
Right.
So it's just those, those Anglo-Saxon kind of features.
Definitely.
That, they always bring down people who, oh, your nose is too big. It's I don't even know how we could change
Your
that,
nose
honestly.
too big, your lips too big,
Yeah.
your butt too big, your everything.
But
you
I think
know?
what it starts with too is like movies and like what we grew up watching.
Yeah,
like I
but
won't
then
grow up.
They want to be us too.
They wanna
And
be
I
that's
us
know.
so bad.
Now they're
Like,
starting
look
to,
at Kim
yeah.
Kardashian.
Mhm.
She did like the whole braids thing, like the little 4 cornrows, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Kim!" Like Kim.
Right, and
Kardashian
we've been
did
doing
it.
that a
We've
long
been
time
doing
ago.
that.
Yeah.
Big like our
Kylie,
shapes,
I mean,
everything. Yeah,
Kylie,
yeah.
looks like a character of herself. It's like, yeah, no. But at the same time, I still feel like they're still rejecting the black culture. It's weird. Like they're
Exactly.
taking it, but then they're still like being
Right.
like, no,
They're
you're not
appropriating
allowed
the
here
culture, but trying to still kick like the
Yeah.
black woman out of it.
still. Yeah,
How can you do that when we made it?
I
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They don't
saying?
give
Like
us
that's,
props for it.
you know what I mean?
I know. I mean, like so many times it's like music. You know, music
Mm-hmm.
has been influenced by like black culture, even like back in the day too, like with jazz music and all. You know, country music I think has a little bit of like blues, you know, sound
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, yeah.
It really goes so far back.
Honestly,
and like that's what
everything
makes me
generates
think
from
like,
the black
is it
culture.
ever gonna change?
That's
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Something that we cannot answer, but I mean, it's a great question.
We cannot answer.
But
I mean,
what-
like, where do you think it's going right now? Do you think that it would change?
I just think it's just so deeply rooted that, you know, we're just found to be the lesser attractive female no matter what. You understand? Like, a society has set these beauty standards that, you know, that don't really include us.
I know.
You know what I mean? So it goes back to that. But I do feel like people are being more aware of like our culture. I do like when people do, you know, they're amused by our culture, basically, like with the hairstyles down to the outfits, down to the shapes, the lips, everything.
But they don't really
You know?
give credit.
But
They just
don't
make it
ever
seem
wanna-
as if it's like, oh, like it was
Right.
my idea to do this
Right.
photo shoot
Right.
and, you know, have her do cornrows.
And that's the
it's
thing,
like,
though.
okay.
We're not asking for them to, you know, shout us out every single time they do something.
But
at
give
the
us
sa-
our credit.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how they would give us our credit, but just don't say that you're the first to start this.
Yeah.
Or don't make it seem like you're the first to start this, you know, when you know
Or
that
I
you're
mean,
not.
it's like, to me, sometimes like when they do like these photo shoots or they do like a music video or something, they kind of do like a homage to wherever it came from. So they can do that. They just don't do it.
They
and they just
don't.
like, because they just assume, oh, everybody knows like this is, oh, everybody knows where it's from. It's like, no. And especially like the history in our country, it's like, no, you need to give credit and like prop us up all the time because of what
100%,
happened.
100%.
It gets so emotional.
It's very emotional thinking about it, like, you know, because we're black women at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, even women of colors, like, whoever, I don't know, they started something and they want their credit too, no matter what. So, all right, I have another question though. Why do a lot of black men feel like why do a lot of black women, feel like black men are attracted more to other races? That's a thing.
See, I would, yeah, that's something I can't figure that one out. Have you guys dealt with a guy or brothers or something that's like, oh, like I want you to date another black girl, and it's like, oh, he's more attracted to white girls, or
It's, you like what you like.
It's your preference?
Yeah. So I wouldn't really like judge off of that. You like what you like.
Right,
I did
right.
all races, so
Right.
Same.
Right.
so
same. I
Yeah,
know
but-
exactly what you mean, but there are, and it
But
gets so-
there are some men out there that are like specific, like I am into Spanish or white girls. Like, I don't want to date a black girl, and it's like,
you
but
know
why?
what I don't like is when Sin said that that Spanish women know how to cater to black men better. That pissed me
That
the fuck off.
they're Spanish woman's kryptonite or something like
yeah,
that.
I didn't like that. Like,
Yeah.
but he still left you though. So I'm confused.
They leave us no matter what.
Like-
Whatever color you are, they just
They leave regardless.
I know. And
That
then-
was hard, but she got a lot of backlash for that.
And
Honestly,
then
and then
try
tried
to,
to
like,
cover it up
up.
now because she
Like,
said it when
no.
she was younger. But like, that's just how you feel. Like, own up to it. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And okay, I have another question. Do you guys get angry when you see like a handsome black guy dating outside of his race?
I'm trying to think. Like, do
I
I
have
get
never.
upset?
No.
No, I have never.
No.
Have you ever said like, "Oh, why the hell is he?" Because it'd be like some plain.
Yeah, plain
I'm really
It'd
trying
be
to
like
think.
some plain Jane.
It's weird, like whenever I see like an attractive, like, you know, black guy or something, you know, and I'm always like, I always see him with, you know, if I see him in the club with like a white girl, I kind of think more like, oh, that's his type. I look nothing like that. I have no
we've
chance.
seen that a lot.
I'm like, I'm not even gonna try to get to that section because if I don't look like that, then there's just no, you know what I mean? That's what
we've been
I
to
think
clubs
more
when
of.
sections have been full of like white women with like black, like two black
Or
guys.
like Spanish girls with dark, like
Spanish
it's just a type they have, and I'm like, I'm not the type, so I'm just gonna walk
So
elsewhere.
somebody in the chat said, I don't think black men always prefer other races. It's just pointed out when men do. But when we are with black women, it just looks normal, so it's not mentioned.
That was my next question. Basically, like, would you be
Sort of.
angry seeing what's his name so we can shout him out?
Louis Ave.
Louis. Thank you,
That's a cool
you.
name.
That was good. No, but that is exactly true. Because I was gonna say, do you get angry when you see a beautiful black woman dating outside her race?
No.
No, nobody really looks
No,
at that.
nobody
But
says
it's like,
that.
why?
I really try to think of it because I feel bad all the time when I'm always like, oh, like I like white guys.
She does say that. Like, sorry,
I say it
not
all the
into
time.
you, I like
I'm
white
like, God
guys.
damn, why do I keep saying that? Because it's not the truth. Like I would date. I have dated outside of my race, but it's just like. I don't know. It's like a weird thing of like my past has shown me, oh, this is what I'm attracted to. But I think I do have to start opening up and venturing off.
Open
and
up your
dating,
options because
like, I
there's
do.
some good-looking black
There
men,
are.
black
But
women.
that's
and
the
it's
thing.
just
That's
like,
why I think what it is. Like I always like growing up. I grew up Catholic school. I was always like the only black girl in all my schools that I went to, and it was like or classes that I used to go to, and it was always like the black guys like the white girls. So I'm like, oh, so I have to like a white guy. They're not
Okay.
gonna. I never thought that I had a chance.
Okay.
And that's the thing. Like whenever I see, like most of the time when I go out, it's like I see a black guy with a white girl, or
Right.
I just always think that's kind of the matchup now. Is like opposites attracting.
Okay. I do think that a lot more people are definitely dating outside their races now,
I know,
100%. But I mean, you like what you like. You have a preference. You know what I'm saying? But there's a difference between having a preference and then excluding a certain race just because. Like I've heard a lot of black guys that say, "Nah, I can't date black women. Their attitudes are crazy." And it's just like, all right, well,
Why are
every
you
race
generalizing?
attitudes are
I know, Spanish
crazy.
women?
Yeah, no, but seriously,
Their attitudes are so
And
much
you know what's
better.
crazy? It's like your mom is black.
I know. I know. So what are you saying about her? What is?
Or like they'll say like black women are so loud I can't date, and it's just like, well, we have some quiet ones on our team. Right?
we do.
There's some quiet ones.
We have some quiet ones on our
And
team.
the funny thing is, like, why are you even generalizing? Because there's so many loud white girls, especially when they get drunk. I'm like, shh. No,
100%.
like it's just not true.
100%.
I'm like, white girls are the loudest people when they're drunk. Like at the like, no, you can't take them anywhere sometimes.
This was a good one that I faced a lot because I think a lot of us have, but basically like when a black guy would come up to you and be like, oh, you're so pretty for a black girl. Like I don't usually date black
God, I
girls,
hate
but
that.
Yeah.
you mad pretty. You look exotic. You sure you're not mixed? And it's like, no, I'm 100% black. And then I walk away. Like, no, like why do black women have to be mixed with something to be considered exotic or beautiful? Like, like you know what I'm saying? Like we invented the exoticness. Like I'm lost. You know what I'm saying? But that has happened a lot in like a lot of cases, and it drives me crazy. But you gotta protect your black woman. That's just it.
I know.
You
I
gotta
always think
protect
about
them.
Because I'm always like,
They're always on your side. Always.
Yeah.
No matter
Yeah.
they go through it with you. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel for you. You're black. They feel for the black men. Like you know what I'm saying? But somehow always just get put on the backhand. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like what would you do? Like say if you really was into somebody, right? Mm-hmm. Like say if you was friends with somebody.
yeah.
And then you started to like them, right? And they like, nah, I'm sorry, I don't do it. They be like, nah, I'm sorry, I don't do black girls. But I mean, we could say as friends. What?
Oh my
would you
God.
do?
I'm trying to think.
What would you do?
That's
Cut
like
them
a-
off?
Yeah.
That's like
I
so
wouldn't even-
insane to me.
That
Like,
is very
that's-
offensive.
To like,
Yeah.
like I'm all about being blunt, like, but like telling a guy like I'm into white guys. like reject. I never have said that. I don't think I've ever. Yeah, I've never.
Maybe
said that.
I think
like,
I say it for you.
If a guy's, yeah, you say. I'm like, if my friends say it, then that's fine. But
I think
I'm
I
not
say it
gonna
for
be the
her.
one to be like, I don't like you because that would never come out of my mouth. Because it's not true. Like I would give anybody a chance. I'd give any race a chance. Would you? Is there any race that you're just like, I don't know about dating an Asian or?
Nah, I don't really know. No. Don't discriminate over here.
Yeah, into an Asian, but yeah.
I have.
Is the stereotypes
the
stereotypes real?
stereotype real?
Oh, my
I
God.
know. I mean, yeah.
Egg roll? Oh my God.
It was my only one. And I was like, oh, like maybe, because he was like very
Maybe,
like
like,
he had like
there's hope.
BD energy. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Like
okay.
a lot of black. And I was like,
You in college, remember that?
I tried to get out of that.
You were like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. I was like, no.
Stop. Why you gonna embarrass me?
no, I'm
What?
And then she was dead serious. I was like, Karen, really?
Yes. And my whole family was like, and I'm like, yeah, like, I like this guy. I'm getting to know him. Like, that
you
was,
just
that
got
was
to
college
know,
days.
but you never like were intimate.
You know what it was? I was so, like, there's more to just looks. Like, I was so attracted to, like, him being, like, super smart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was weird. But he also knew how to dress and...
Okay.
But it was not even that. I was just
intelligence.
attracted to, like, in college, I was very attracted to people who were, like, so smart in the class. Like, I'd be like, oh
Really?
my God. Yes.
Jeez, bitch,
Yes.
you probably dated the fucking
Yes!
ugly.
Oh my God, the robotics. No, but I don't discriminate. Like, I'm not gonna discriminate. Like, I mean, if I like you or there's something there, of course, like, I'm gonna toss you. I don't care what you are, honestly. I don't care.
I don't care what you are.
That was back in the day. BD energy over here. Anybody has anything to add on to the segment of Black Woman? Because we are 3 beautiful Black queens. Anybody saying anything in the chat?
Yeah. So
Oh, God.
they're like jumping around though. Louis F says, I don't like when people tell me that I talk well or say that I'm
Oh, my
talking
God.
right when I'm just trying to be proper.
That is.
And another
Yeah.
one
What does
said-
it mean? Yes, that's a good one. Sorry to cut
That's
you
so
off. Louis,
good.
that's good. What? Because they always say, oh my God, you're talking white. And it's like, no,
I
I have
hate
an
that.
education. I
I
don't want to have,
hate
you know what I
that.
mean? Like, what does that mean?
I know. I
Like, what does that mean?
think they
still
just
can't
like it
understand.
really is offensive now they think about it, because back then I used to be like, oh, like it's not a big deal. And even now still sometimes people say that to me,
Yeah.
like, oh, you sound so white on the phone, and it's like, but what was I supposed to, at the end of the day, like, white is what, an English language, like we're just speaking English,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
supposed to
lie.
talk
Back in the
like-
day when people told me that, I was like, yeah, I'm proper. I'm not from the hood.
Yeah. I'm not good.
I'm not from
So
the
what if
hood. That's why I'm from the
you-
suburbs.
but that is the most and there's so many like black guys that probably have to deal with that
Yeah.
because they have to, at the end of the day, like they grew up that way, like we
Right.
have to, you have to be this way to
Right.
go get ahead in the world. You're not gonna like talk, you know, anybody you're gonna go to a job interview and be like, what's up, homie, like,
Right,
like,
right.
what do you
Right.
what do you what does that even
You gotta put your
mean?
business voice on it a couple times. It's okay.
Yeah,
But no, it's not. It's
the-
not considered
that
talking
was a
white.
good one, because that is like such a pet peeve.
Definitely.
Then Chase said that growing up, all the dark-skinned dudes like myself had Spanish women because they come from the same culture and share the same values.
But then they don't really be trying to say that they're black.
Yeah, they be trying to, like, they want to be a part of the
I
black
know.
culture, but then they also want to be like, you know what I mean? Like, no.
I wouldn't even say just Spanish women or just like, it's also kind of like Caribbean people kind of deal with that.
Yes. So I'm like, I'm not African American. I'm African or
Lit-
something.
like,
that's-
And it's just like, why is
yes,
everybody trying to
yeah.
separate themselves from the culture?
I mean, it
Like,
is a little bit different. Like, I get it. Like, Caribbean culture is a little different than like African American culture.
Agreed.
But at the same time, it's like, we're all on the same side. We're coming.
all
We're all
black.
like kind of. We're
Come on,
all.
we're all one, please.
What do
we
you
all stick up
mean?
together. We wouldn't be in this position.
Yeah, and I think it's like a
true.
weird psychological, like they're just trying to separate themselves as far as possible from being like, oh, I wasn't a part of like that slavery stuff that happened. It's like, what do you mean when you go to a job interview, nobody's seeing you as like, oh, you're African, so like you probably have to work harder, honestly, because you're not from here.
Yeah.
It's
that's
just
a
such
good
a
one.
weird, like, I hate that.
I hate it too. Big
Ugh.
pet peeve. Any other questions from the chat?
They got a lot of comments. I just like chiming in with you. The guy says you're supposed to speak well, no ebonics at work.
100%.
I know.
But even if you're not at work, like if you talk like that, you talk like that.
They said Hispanics would be the first to tell you that they ain't black.
The first, they want to be, like I said, they want to be a part of it, but exactly,
they the word.
Oh, I hate that. Oh my god.
One of my old best friends, she used to say all the, like every other word, like, and I'm like, oh my god, but you couldn't.
I don't even say that.
I know. It's so. It was always so weird to me. She was Dominican, and I'm like, Dominican women for some reason just. And then the weird part is like they'll say the N-word all the time, but then they'll date like white, like they grew up in this culture of like, oh, I need to find a white guy so I can marry him and be set. It's such a weird. It's such a weird like.
That's what my mama taught me.
Yeah, I can't.
Literally.
Yeah, no, that's not my.
That's why white guys like going to DR so much. You probably know. Because he knows that. Every white guy I've ever talked to is always like, oh, I'm going to DR. I'm like, for what? Oh, I know why. That or PR.
I know what you're there for.
Yo, so I got a question, if you don't mind too. Like, is race? I mean, not race. Religion. Is that a deal breaker for a relationship for y'all too?
God, I've been watching 90 Day Fiance.
Like, let's say like a Muslim man and you're not Muslim. Like, could you date him or no?
Well, I think that's just two different questions. So, for instance, like I feel like with blah, 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 blah. It's Tito's. I'm sorry, I have a list and the Tito's, and it's just so much going on over here. But with religion, basically, I feel like if you're just saying that you're a Muslim person, Muslim guy or whatever, like I'm not gonna be afraid to date you. Now, for instance, like values, that's when things come in, because when you're getting to know that person and your values are completely different, that's when it's a deal breaker, because it's like, all right, well, we don't, like say if they get mad if you don't like worship their same God, you know what I mean? So like stuff like that is just kind of like but no, religion's not like, no. And then actually I think it's pretty cool because dating like somebody outside of your religion, you find out and learn new things, learn new cultures. That's perfectly fine. Like, why not? Like, and that's the crazy thing, because black women, we're always so much more acceptive of other cultures and trying to get to learn other cultures and this, that, and the third, but nobody wants to. I mean, let me not say nobody wants to. They just don't want to give us our credit for that. Like, nobody cares to be like, oh, that's the black culture, or try to find out, because every black woman is different. Everybody has a story. The same with other cultures. You understand what I'm saying? So I just feel like nobody really tries to like find out our what do you say, our I don't want to say culture, but like just try to find out like what we go through, how we operate on a day-to-day basis kind of thing. I don't know. Anybody else want to answer that?
I wouldn't mind dating like another religion.
Yeah.
A Muslim. You guys gotta watch
a Muslim.
No, it's intense. Like I used to say that too. Like I wouldn't think about, and then like there was this episode of, you watch it, 90 Day Fiance?
No, but I heard that.
There's this one, season, I think it's like 3 or 4. People kept recommending to me, like, oh, it's basically this like Florida woman who's like, very American, like, eats barbecue all the time, and then she's dating. She met this guy online who dates like this Iranian guy. Yeah. So then she goes to his country and like spends time with him, before they're gonna get married. And she was just like not having it, and I was like, shit, I don't think I'd be able to deal with this either. There's a lot of rules. It's intense. I don't even.
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying, but that's when values come into part.
Yeah,
it's like,
and they're super strict about it. Like they're very like, you're disrespecting my culture, and that's it. Like it'll cause an argument every time.
Some are like that. Some are not.
Really?
Yeah, some are like that. Some are like deeply into
the ones that are very
religion.
deeply into their religion. Yeah, that's
that'll be a little bit harder than like somebody who's a little bit more like Americanized, I should say.
I always wanted to date a Jewish guy though. That's like been on my like.
Jewish people got money on the low.
Okay.
On the high. But not even on the low. Like they own everything. Like not just that, but they're just like, I don't know. To me, that's the one, right? Like religion or the race.
Yeah, word.
I've been trying to go there. But I don't know. They're just like so attractive, and then I don't know. They're almost, to me, they're the one, because they've dealt with like one of the worst possible. Like it's almost like
Right.
slavery, probably worse.
Right.
Honestly, I mean, not to compare, but like that Holocaust was like the worst thing to
So
ever
somebody you
happen.
can like connect with more and that
Yes,
type of,
because they have so much trauma in their history, like us.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Chase in the chat, he got a really good question here. It says, what part of your culture are you most proud of and least proud of? That's a pretty good question.
That's
Those
a
are really
good
good.
question,
I
and that's
know.
just gonna make me think.
What was the question again? Say that.
What are you most proud of, and then like what are you least proud of about the culture?
I love everything about my culture. I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything that I'm least proud of,
I love how,
to be
like,
honest.
we, like,
I mean, it's the most mimicked culture in the world.
100%.
African American culture. So.
Yeah,
know.
so I love
That's a
our
good
culture.
question.
Honestly, I don't. I can't really think of anything least.
I mean, I would say like, I mean, not, I don't know if this is like, but like black on black crime. Like I hate that we hate each other and we
Ooh.
fight each other.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
hate
good
that
one.
part.
There-
I know. I'm
That's
really
Jen.
the Tito's is really
That's
coming.
It's
back.
kicking. It's kicking. That's a good black on black crime.
I can't. It's
I
so,
hate it. It's like, why?
It's always like, what are you doing? What you have to save everybody for like.
Speaking of that, I
what
do have a least thing that I hate. I feel like our culture is constantly competing against each other. Just to piggyback off of what you said
Yeah.
with the black on black crime, getting into these like gangs and shit or whatever. But I feel like also when it comes to black women, we're always like trying to like, I don't know, like one up each other. And it's just kind of like we can all win together.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's what I hate the most. Like you walk into a place with all black women, it's a couple of them side eyeing you like,
I know.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I hate about it. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that, like, I'm pretty sure any other culture
I know.
is like that, but you'll see like when it like is always kind of like grilling you for some reason. It's just like, why?
Because it's always a yeah.
It's always a competition.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
like
a good one.
My least one would be like the skin color.
Yeah,
I'd be
with the skin.
I know.
Dark skin,
Oh
brown
my-
skin. Look,
But I
It
feel like
makes
that's
me
deeply
feel-
rooted, like where they'll be like, "Oh, light skin is like the
And
better
like
skin or
even in
whatever."
Caribbean culture, like within my own, it's weird because whenever I'm like compared to like a black girl, it's always like, oh, you're a light skin. But then when I go like to Trinidad or something, it's like, oh, you're very dark. Like, what do you? What is
Wow.
the? It's so weird how each culture has that weird like light skin, better features. Where like the comparisons
Hate
are,
it.
it's disgusting.
I hate it. And then
what
I
is
do
the
feel like
point?
there are some like light skinned women that do feel like, all right, like it's
that
like
they could get.
pipe down.
It does
Pipe
make-
down,
yeah.
shawty.
It can.
Because they could be like, I or whatever, and still feel like you know, right? And that's I hate it.
Yeah.
That whole
Yeah.
I hate it. And
the-
even when they think, some people do it subconsciously, where they
I know because they've been told
since
since you've been told like most
You
of the time
think-
this is like something that's been stemmed from when you were younger.
Right,
Like
right.
oh I have a sister who's like more Asian looking, because she took off like more like the more of the Chinese
I
side.
know.
You know my sister. Yeah. And my whole life it was always a comparison of like I'm black and she's like the lighter.
Right.
And it was just such a weird. And then like now even when I think about it when I'm older I'm like
Yeah.
oh I'm like dark and then I'm like around but I'm like no but I'm not.
Right.
It's such a confusing.
You're like, right, baby.
Like, right.
I'm like, but why is that the better or the worse? You know what I mean? Doesn't
Why
make-
does that determine? Yeah, I'm agreeing with you 100%. I hate that. I just that competition shit.
I know. That's why it's just the
Listen.
worst compliment for me of being like, oh, like the light skinned girl's like, no, stop. I don't want to be known as that. It makes everybody like so uncomfortable.
100%.
On both sides.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, did we just take them to church or what? Because
We did take them to
I think
church.
we took them to church. But the moral of the story is protect our black women, protect our black men, protect our culture, period. Okay?
Protect black.
All right. Now we're about to go into commercial. You have it set up, right?
Yep.
All right, good. Sorry, we just had a lot of technical difficulties or whatever. But all right, so we're about to go in commercial. When we come back, we're going to be talking about cheating with Nikki with that segment. All right. So see you soon.
You was my fave. You used to be cold, shorty. But now I'm giving a shot. I want you to pose for me.
Right.
But don't fuck my footage up. I can't afford you to choke on me. Just dust that bitch off and give me the old 40. I done showed up in the cleanest fits, spit the meanest flips while stock was dropping. What kind of face of the league is this? Debo, I got the scoop. You should have deserted her. How Dairy Queen this bitch, beans and shit. Shot after shot. Y'all gon' think she tipsy. I never froze, bitch. This ain't the 60s. I packed a 380. I heard this was a crazy city. Nobody wanna watch my badass kid? I brought the baby with me. Y'all crazy, really? Y'all said she was dumb fire. I've been waiting for her to slide across my plate like the umpire. We could have did this in New York, but I ain't want bias. So I bought 40 on the road. I'm a drunk driver. I brung llamas. She can get lumped up. Her nigga, gun butt. We off the chain with sticks like nunchucks. Like he can't hold his liquor. One shot had him fucked up. And this blue 42, hot hot. What the fuck's up? Hold up.
Love you, hustle. Love you, 40.
Hey. Y'all remember? That bitch don't do that. Where is her swap Sue at? Fuck that razor bar, bitch. I raise a bar. I literally raise a bar. Screw your bitch out the way. That's a razor bar. Oh, you want to take it far? I hit both sides like I was swerving in a whip. You want to take it far? I hit both sides like I was swerving in a whip. Arm raised, looking for bars like, ain't no service in this bitch. You ain't even worthy of the shit. Your whole career worked to get me so extra. Slaving, getting whipped back to back. They should have let oppressor. Y'all know better. Y'all know better. Y'all put her in here with a savage bitch. I done been through all states. You wasn't progressive. This was an accident. I had my nigga slap your shit. Better yet, sorority. I get my beta capo bitch. Don't ask me shit. Don't ask me shit. Don't ask me shit. Don't ask me shit. You knew I was the one you couldn't beat 40. It's me 40. They called me to take the rust off. I had the WD 40. Why you sleep on me? Why you sleep on me? I hate y'all. Y'all said she was a beast. I can't take y'all. At that table with Jazz and Official, your body language was way off. Who would've knew? Scooby-Doo. I could tell you wasn't a monster the moment you took the face off. Word the Babs. This a cakewalk. This bird bitch is annoying. Word the Babs. This a cakewalk. This bird bitch is annoying. Big gauge. Work with the 12 like turning it for me. Drop your location. We certainly on it. Drive by. Hanging out. Like I ain't got work in the morning. What's worse is you boring. What's worse is you boring. You was stuck in your ways. I helped you on your route. Bitch, it was a shame the way you was losing your clout. And all you could do is throw your numbers in my face? Fuck what your views is about. Bow. Your funeral will be the only viewing that count. Bitch, you in a drought. Your career suffering. I wasn't ducking, bitch. They told me to bring up that other shit like how you was in Popeyes fighting for a bucket of... That ain't even on my bucket list. You don't know who you fucking with. You don't know who you fucking with. You was on some impact because you was cheaper. They tried to play y'all. I never slacked. I always gave the people what they paid for. And y'all called me to clean this shit up? That's what I'm made for? Y'all knew she was a cancer to this shit. That ain't what this stage for. Bitch, you way off. Bitch, you way off. You said you want war, bitch. I'm all in. Beam on it. I ain't trying to record shit. After this next ball, I'm off it. But quit the night, I'ma show you what that forfeit, you fraud bitch. Do what your
And we back. Hi guys, I'm Yakira Gorgeous.
I'm just Jen.
I'm getting, yeah, I'm
We all having those issues tonight. It's okay. But we want you guys to also follow our page, which is Her POV 3. I forgot to say that at the beginning, but definitely follow us. Make sure you guys like and subscribe right here on this video. And we're going to get into our second segment. But first, before we get into it, because I say this after every segment or before every segment, just for anybody that's just chiming in right now, basically we are 3 beautiful black queens or whatever. And we're a podcast. We talk about everything from relationships to one-night stands to blowjobs, whatever the fuck you can think about. We talk about it here, and we're just very real. Like, we're not whores, guys. We're actually like very like nice females, educated. Very
you see the blazer?
You feel me? Or whatever. You see the bang? You see the bang? Stop playing with me. It's like, no, we're really,
We're not bored.
no, we're really good women. Okay, so please, okay, so be nice in the comments, all right, because I will track your ass down. Saying I'm just kidding. But be nice. We're about to get into Yaya Bombshell segment about cheating. So go ahead, girl.
So we're
do your
gonna
thing.
talk about Cardi B and Offset, and we're gonna do a little backstory on them.
Do that backstory, girl.
They got married in
I'm a hype man.
2017. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In 2018, he had multiple cheating situations. First, it was with the bartenders in New York with that big fight.
I remember that.
Mhm.
Love them. Gorgeous.
Very
Who, the
gorgeous.
bartender? Who
Yes.
did you fight with?
It was Jade and Batty G.
Oh,
They're like
yeah.
sisters.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, she fought them.
Well, she threw a hookah at their head.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Some cra-
Hookah?
A hookah.
This
A
is just
fucking
like,
hookah. Yeah, fuck it.
That's insane. Oh my
Cardi
god.
B
Who
is
don't-
straight from the, where is she from, the Bronx?
Yeah.
That bitch is crazy.
She just shows up and throws a hookah. That's so wild to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then with Selena Powell, that one. And then Summer
Selena?
Bunny.
Wait, him and Selena?
Yeah, well,
Him and
everybody
Selena?
had beef with Selena.
Yeah, but I didn't know Offset was Selena.
I guess, I don't know what's up with these guys.
She
Like,
said they were supposed to like had a baby or something.
and she was supposedly pregnant.
But she never actually did.
Was
Like it was a
pregnant.
lie. All of it was a lie. Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
with Summer Bunny, and that's when they separated.
Summer Bunny. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's another chick. And she was on Love and Hip Hop.
She was on Love and
she
Hip Hop.
was, Yeah.
Mhm.
For that whole.
She's like a side chick type of girl. She's cool with it though.
She's side chick type of
Whatever
girl.
floats your boat.
Yeah, and then that's when Cardi B separated him. So on Christmas Day, on December 14th, 2018, he had bought her a car. Or was it a car? No.
I thought he just bought her a car.
That's
what
for
I
this
thought.
birthday.
He bought her a car for
Yeah.
this birthday.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, but I just feel like every time he cheats or do something wrong, it's like he buys her something.
Damn, why I'm not getting a car? Why everybody
All
getting
that.
cars now? Can I get a Honda Civic? Damn, at least.
I don't want it.
Imagine you pulling up and being like, "Yeah, you know what I mean, but I got the Civic. Now. This Civic."
Yeah, I'm out here.
Getting out willing every
Yo,
video.
I can't. And then when she filed for divorce in September. That's when it was like a big thing or whatever. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah. Wait, this. Oh yeah, yeah. This last September. Yeah, yeah.
And then
She just
like,
filed for it.
Now he got her a car. He was at her birthday party. So like, how many chances you gonna keep giving this guy? But then she said that
No.
the reason why she filed for divorce, it wasn't for cheating. It was for
He was annoying her or something. Like,
yeah,
it was so
annoying
weird.
her.
That's such a lie.
What?
That's a
So,
lie.
For you guys, and heavy bags. How many times you're gonna give a man a chance or a female a chance for cheating?
Oh, I don't know.
That's a trick question.
That's
though.
a tricky.
hard.
That's tricky.
Because I can sit here and be like,
Now-
never. But then it's like,
Now hold on, 'cause
shit.
this is like, because you know, a regular guy in Offset, like, let's not act like the money don't mean something.
Oh,
because
true.
that's
Okay.
something to take into accountability too.
Wait,
Yeah.
just to piggyback off of that, she's a very independent woman of color, and she has her own money.
But she did
I'm
help
just
her,
saying.
like, in
But
a
she
lot
did
of ways.
also mention something about that in Twitter where she has her own money. Like, she
Yeah.
doesn't need him.
But
for
he's
that.
been with her since the beginning when
From
she
the
was kind of
beginning.
starting
Said
and
that
helped
her
her.
response said that A, she was crazy, and B, she doesn't want to be sleeping around with random guys, so she's gonna,
Yeah.
you know,
Which
so-
makes sense because she, yeah. I mean, it makes sense to a certain extent. I get that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard starting over.
It's hard generally starting over as like a regular person.
Right.
And then you're Cardi B starting over, like what you're gonna go, like who are you gonna fuck, the valet? Like who are you gonna have sex? Who is the rebound guy? Because he's gonna
Drake?
find out, and then like that guy is gonna like
It could
laugh
be-
at you.
Well, not Drake.
It can't be Drake.
Niki
Yeah.
said not
It won't
Drake.
be
That's
Drake.
her boo.
Definitely not Drake. But
But even then, like, then she can't have sex with another rapper, like Drake or somebody who's more her type, because they're friends with Offset.
Right.
And like they probably wouldn't do it. Or then she'll be known as like it's just too close to home. I don't know what she
keep
could do.
staying in the relationship.
No, I think she should have sex with somebody in Dubai. That's where they're
Dubai.
doing it.
That was a flip.
That's what's
That's a
happening.
flip.
She needs to get on a boat.
Yo,
I'm not kidding. That's what's happening right now. Dubai is
Yeah.
Dubai.
I
Go
love
to
it here.
Dubai and just like find your way.
I feel like it's like a limit. Like, all right, the first time, the second time, okay, but then if you keep doing it, it's like
Like
What's the
regular
ending
person, would I take cheating for like I don't even think I would
okay.
take
What
it the
about if
first
he was
time.
famous? You'll still keep making.
Like if we're both famous, he's famous. Like I kind of could understand him more
Right.
because like there's more access.
So would that be considered a toxic relationship?
Probably. That's all I know.
100%.
It's
Whether
definitely
you're
toxic.
famous or whether you're not.
Yeah,
Like, cheating is not okay. If you-
Cheating is not okay, and then you allow it, and like we always
Right.
talk about this, like you allow it, and then it's like
gonna
gonna keep
happen again.
happening.
But like keep getting gifts. Like I don't know. It's just like
Yeah, but that's not worth your sanity. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to keep going through this emotional roller coaster.
She's
And
not
you're
gonna
like,
get
well, I'm
longer.
getting a gift and then be right back. Like, no.
And you're just gonna keep, it's an
keep
ongoing
going,
cycle. Materialistic things cannot like help your mental state. They just
Right.
can't.
And the reason why she's still seeing him because she just still likes the dick. Like
That's what she said.
Yeah.
And we have a daughter. The daughter. You gotta put the
Yeah,
daughter in
the
there.
That's what I was
daughter.
gonna say. Do you feel as though like that? That's another reason because of the kid that
Definitely.
she's keeping him around for more of that reason.
She has to
too.
see him. There's no
But
like.
he has
It's other
other kids,
factors.
too.
I feel like it's definitely other factors. Like, for instance, she said something about him being her best friend. Like, you know, imagine just going like cold blood, like stop dealing with somebody that you talk to every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like is more about. Like, I can't lose this person that's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Either way, like, you don't have to take him back as your lover, but you can still take him back as your friend. But she took him all back.
all of them. But
She took him all the way back. But I mean, like,
know.
that's just, everybody goes through their situation, so nobody should judge her for that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know what they've been through. You know what I'm saying? And they both are entertainers. We don't know if she has done something. We don't know. You don't.
But
we
would
don't
you
know.
take somebody back for the third time?
It's been like the fifth time.
No.
I know, honestly, yeah.
I
That
feel like after 3 is like
it's too much.
yeah, because I can't change your ways.
I can't. Like, you have to accept it. And at the same time, like, let's be real. Like, Cardi B, she probably has sex. She definitely has had sex with other women. She's probably somebody who'd be into threesomes. It's just the scamming shit probably behind her back.
Oh, that's another thing. Threesomes. No, once you start that, it's like
never
you're
that.
opening that door.
Yes, you're opening the door, and then you think like. I literally watched this weird Netflix movie about it. I know it's weird. It's like super. I forget what it was called, but it was basically like, oh, like both of them wanted this open relationship. I'm like, maybe I could try that. Maybe that could happen. And then like what made me realize is like no matter what, the outcome is always like the sketchy shit on the side. Because now it's just you're opening up access.
Right.
Like a guy is just like, oh, like I don't want to have to tell you every time I want. I just want to have sex with this. Like you're fine with a threesome, so like I could just
Why
like have
not?
sex with somebody on the side.
Exactly.
It's just
that'd be the
inevitable
problem.
thinking.
That'd be the problem. 100%.
Yeah. It's never the same page. We're doing it together.
No.
Jolly thing that
No,
everybody
like I said, once you open that door, it's no going back. I'm telling you.
It's only downhill from there.
Yeah, it might
Literally.
work but very rarely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Yes.
in the comments, you got a lot of different. Just saying, Buddha Honcho says, I think their relationship 100, and she did a live and said he ain't cheat. She just tired of arguing. Kiara Golden says Offset been cheating. Let's be for real.
Yeah,
For real.
I agree with
That's
her.
a fact.
She's
No,
just
she tried to cover that up.
She says she's just accepting at this point. Money isn't everything. Know your worth, nor does it buy happiness.
That's true. That is true. That's what I'm saying. Like, these people who are like big entertainers that are like getting all this money and stuff like that, like, you know, they want love at this point because the money factor is already there.
They have
you get what I'm
nobody
saying?
around
They want a
they can
stable
trust.
foundation.
Money, like, has proven time and time again with history is that it does not make you happy. Like, it's temporary happiness, and you try to buy people. That's why all of them are depressed.
So you think
they do
Offset is buying
drugs.
her?
I think it's also
He
like
popped up with the car seat that said culture.
All of it.
I don't think.
What about like it's gotta be hard for Cardi to like, you know, move on and pick, you know, being her, she's so like a higher status in the world. You can't just like go and date somebody like after
That's
a
what I'm
high
saying.
profile relationship.
It's already so hard to date somebody after
Yeah,
you
so
run
And
out
if
of
she
somebody.
did, you know, they would be
It's
calling
gotta
her a
be hard
hoe
for,
and all
like,
this other
her to,
shit.
like, move
That's-
on, you know,
Right.
like
Right. It's hard because she's already in that public eye. So if we see her with somebody else, I'm like, wait.
And you
what?
like just like in general, like when a girl,
Well, look at Rihanna.
but the
But
thing,
Rihanna's secretive
but the
with
thing,
her shit. We find out like years
but at the same
later.
time, like look at her with Drake, right? Like moving on from Drake must have been hard, no matter what, because he professed her love. To, you know, he professed his love for her. But the best way to get out of and Chris Brown was like dating a billionaire, the guy who like everybody was like, oh shit, like Rihanna really, and he's a good-looking guy and he's super rich. Like that to me is always just like the stigma in my head is like if I can't do better than the guy that I'm dating. If I can't move on to better, then I'm obviously gonna go back.
Right. Wait. Hold on. Can I say this really quickly? Hold on, because I want to shout this girl. I love her. I don't
What's her
know who she
name?
is,
Who?
but on here her name is The Boss Blake or something.
Oh,
right?
that's a good name.
And she said that she can do it. There's other high-profile men out there. That is so fucking
like,
true.
look
It's
at,
no, it definitely is true.
That
Look
is
at,
so true.
Karrueche. She was with Chris Brown, dealt with his bullshit. Now she got an amazing boyfriend.
I know.
That football player.
They're really
That's
cute.
true.
Victor
Yeah,
Cruz.
so, like,
Right,
she got
and
out
he
of
seems
it.
like he's faithful. He seems like it.
He
They seem like
seems
they're
like
doing
it.
good.
We never actually know, but yeah, they seem like they have a good relationship.
100%.
And then look at
Very healthy.
Nicki Minaj too. She could have been married to Meek.
I know.
Dropped that.
Right. So
mean-
I mean, you're able to move how you please. That's period.
That's very true.
You know what I mean?
Cardi just has to see it that way.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
she
why.
just gotta
It's a
take
love.
time.
It's just
Yeah.
love. It's just love. It's just the whole best friend thing, not being able to have him around every day or talk to him every day. Like you miss that.
Yeah.
And you're like,
But being,
damn,
like,
here I go,
disrespected, going on
packing my
that.
bags.
That's
back.
that's why I
Roller
say
coaster.
it's some sort of
Like-
underlining like issue. Like there's an insecurity there. There's something there that's like comfort for her. Like dating him is like security. Is like, oh, you really. I don't know, something about her.
Especially if
screams,
it's 3 times. I agree.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. There's
Like,
something there.
where's the conversation? Like, did they have a conversation? Like,
Communication.
you're not going to cheat anymore, and he's like, no, I'm not going to cheat, and then it
And then she
happens
just
again.
does it again?
Like,
Yeah.
no, see,
No, that's
then
what
I
I
would
say.
feel disrespected because at this point, it's like, all right, you're playing me. Like, you think that I'm stupid. You know what I mean?
It's just like it's a psychological where he probably really does love her, but at this point it's just like, what can I get away with? What can I get away with this time? Oh, she took me back for a Rolls Royce. God, next time it's gonna be expensive, but I'm gonna try it. That's literally probably what's going on in his mind.
right.
He's definitely gonna.
Not gonna be more
And Big
sneaky.
Money J says, love is strong when it's real. Salute to her for not giving up on him. They have time to keep it solid. And then the Boss Black says that Ciara moved on from Futures.
I know.
She
That was the
did.
biggest like.
And she prayed.
Yeah, she prayed, and she. What was her prayer? No, but just to piggyback off of the first comment that you said, basically that is true. When it's a marriage, like you guys vow to be together
Yeah,
no matter what.
that is
you go through the
different.
highs and lows, and you have to work it out. That's what a lot of people do. That's why everybody's so temporary now, because everybody just wants to run. But I'm not saying like, all right, like take a guy back if he cheats. But it's also like kind of like, all right, well, you know what you signed up for. Like, you know your man. You get what I'm saying? And like you just have to figure out what's like what you have to do to make it work. But I don't know what she's doing because shit not working.
Cheating is like weird to me because
What the
like to
fuck?
me it's like depends on what kind of cheat. Like if it's at a club and like you just like really need to get a nut and this like if it was like that where you're not even speaking
If that
much,
happened,
then that's kind of a little bit like
That would
okay.
be very
But if it was like an emotional cheating, like a relationship, like a texting all the time, like
but how do you
sending
trust
pics.
them after?
No,
like,
no.
That first time is like, damn.
Yeah.
Every time you go out, I'm gonna think.
I know that's so true.
I'm gonna think you're gonna cheat all the time.
I know because you're already allowing it. You're like okay. Like the minute you're just like Okay.
Jen is lit off the Tito's, guys.
So,
take it
Kiera
back.
Goldman says, Cardi
Here,
claims
what?
that she ain't leaving her man because of the D, but that's just weak-minded mentality.
Agreed. Because there's better guys out there with better
Better
dick.
dick.
So
Yeah.
it's definitely I feel like she just put that out there
excuse.
just to say
And,
that.
Boss Black says that, truth be told, if you listen to Cardi, she has very low, slow self-esteem.
I know. That's why I was.
That's true.
Yeah, I could definitely
That's
tell.
true.
I could just tell. Like I could see through the because. You know why I could tell is because when she lets comments and trolls affect her on a level
All
that
the
I'm like,
time.
what are you even? That's what shows me is like you're kind of showing your cards of like, yeah, you're really insecure.
But what do you do though? You've been dating a guy for 10 plus years, right?
He's gonna keep cheating. That's just like inevitable. Like he's never not gonna cheat. So he's gonna
So
cheat.
what'd you take him
he's gonna
back?
keep taking like he's like in her mind like, oh, it's not just cheating. It's like he's annoying me too. So what is the point of staying?
They might as well
Nothing
just have an
amazing.
open relationship, honestly.
They're just be friends. Be friends with
Agreed.
benefits with a kid.
Yeah,
Wait,
I don't know
That'll
what that's called.
that'll work.
Budo Hancho was like, moral of the story, if you cheat, I cheat, and then we Cheetos, so just don't
Cheetos?
come home flaming. Hot.
Oh my god!
But think about it.
That's
All
really
right, so are
funny.
you really gonna go back and forth trying to be petty? Because I mean, guys take the cheating a lot worse than females. So let's be. If Cardi B
know.
really cheated on him, he
I
would
know.
not be able to take her back
That's
in a
so
second, which is
true.
horrible.
Men
which is,
don't take back.
They
'cause
don't. They be feeling like, oh my God, you just killed me. Like, you know what I'm
Their
saying? They
ego
take
gets
it. Their
hit.
ego
Yeah,
is crazy.
I know.
But God
It
forbid
is
they
tough.
do it. It's like, please take me back. That's
I wouldn't do a tick for tack. Like if you cheat, then I'm
nah. It's no point because that's not gonna make you feel good.
Yeah.
So, David Richards just said, have any of y'all ever stayed just for the D?
I have to really think about it. Like, was it? Because you know what it is like for me, it isn't just sex. It's what it's attached to sex.
For
It's-
women, like, is that like a very big deal breaker? Like, is it hard to move on? Like,
I don't believe like
I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
just the D. Like no.
I wouldn't say there's like an emotional like mind fuckness
Right.
that happens along with the D. There's like some
Agreed.
sort of like, oh, I want you so bad. There's like that like that gets in psychologically and then the D. And then the you know what I mean? It's just like the D
The
and
D
then
is
the
just a plus.
and then the all yes.
Yeah.
But obviously you're not just having sex with like a dildo.
No,
you know what I mean? So it's like oh my god, this guy is like the biggest it's like no, like there's a mental
because there's plenty of ways that we can please ourselves, but there
Yes.
are. I have seen women who I would be like, "Why are you with this guy?" And then they would say, "Like, oh, because the dick is good." That's some toxic shit.
I don't think it's just the dick. Like I really think they think
not.
it's just the dick.
But that could be
there's
for
just, like,
women
the
that aren't in
sex.
relationships. You
Yeah.
get me?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not in a
Oh.
relationship, then obviously maybe that's the way that you feel attached to that person.
Yes,
You
it's
get
like
what
your
I'm
last
saying?
lifeline.
Yeah,
of like,
it's just
well,
like-
he's saying he doesn't want to be in a relationship, but
Relationship,
like
but-
the dick is saying differently.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Oh God, I've been that girl. God, this is getting too
I
close.
mean,
I love
we all
Jed.
had that one. We just stayed for the dick. Literally.
How you say we all?
Well, no.
But isn't there just like
I
an
don't think
ounce
I
of
have.
hope of like, oh, maybe it'll get better tomorrow. Like he's gonna text me after like this. Because imagine you have the dick and the next day he just doesn't text you. You're just like fine with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Well,
I'm never
not
okay with that.
emotionally invested when I
Oh.
like, you know. back then.
Okay.
So
okay.
it'd just be like, okay, I'm just here for the dick, I'm leaving, type of shit.
Oh, see, I can't relate. Yeah,
I can't really.
I
I'm
didn't
a
even
relationship
know.
type of girl. Like you're not leaving
Not
me.
even a relationship. It's
in
just like I'm like
general.
more of a like it's a psychological like you need to want me so I can't want you. You know what I mean? Like I need to
Right.
leave on my terms of like no, I don't want any more dick.
Right.
I'm leaving. Like
Right.
not the opposite
Because
of-
there's plenty of other guys that have good dick. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't really understand that saying.
I mean,
But like if a guy like if you have sex with a guy and then he gets up and she's like yeah I gotta go right now like and you're just like okay or you're gonna be okay with that.
no.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. So
Oh,
this
okay.
more, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Because like I feel like a
Listen.
girl who's just like cool with it. Would be like, okay, well I was here for the dick anyway. It's fine. I got my nut. You got your nut.
They
It's
say
fine.
that to just be petty. Let's think about
That's
it. Like
what
if
I'm
you're
saying.
saying like I'm just here for the dick, you're already emotionally invested.
I don't know how.
Let's be
like,
clear. You're
maybe that
emotionally
is-
invested because
Yeah.
females are emotional. You know, like that first time you do have sex with somebody, you are like, you know, you are waiting by that phone, like, all right, like you're
Everybody's
texting.
waiting
You
by
get what I'm
phone.
saying?
Yeah,
So
I
like,
just can't
females
relate
are emotionally
to-
invested in general. So,
So that's why I
nobody's
think
ever just
guys
there for the
take
dick.
it more like harder than girls.
Girls are way more emotional than guys. Guys
Yeah.
can just like walk
I know.
out, have sex, and just be like, all right,
Keep
cool.
moving.
Girls be like, you really just fuck me? You're gonna leave? Like, no. Like, yeah. So no, I don't think that. No. Any other questions from the chat?
There's a lot.
Oh Lord.
Comments.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
got them started. So Greatness and Big Money J says, I guess to the Cardi thing, she shows her ass, tits, and cooch all over the place. Y'all gotta stop blaming the men when the women be doing the most sneakiest dirty work.
Well, she has OnlyFans, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Kiera Golden says, I didn't take my dude back for the D. It was more so I thought I was in love. Sex isn't everything, but it's a very strong connection. Buddha says, as dudes, we know you're gonna want the D, so we whip it out, and oh man, rough situations. And he says, we think, as men, we think that the D is a
Powerful.
sufficient-
Let me say this, because now I'm about to take you to
Hold on, let me
motherfucking
finish.
church.
He said
no,
that
going
as men, we think that the D is a sufficient apology.
Yo, let me say this, all right? A lot of men out here think that their D is strong, all right? Let me tell you that, like, pussy is power. Like, let's really speak facts about that shit. Like, let's really talk about it, because a lot of men think, like, oh, like, I gave her a good dick or whatever like that. It's like, no, the only reason why, well, most of the time it was good because of, like, some sort of, like, attraction, connection, whatever the fuck the case may be. You get what I'm saying? Like, you might have felt it was good because, you know, she was, you know... she was feeling it, so that's why like the connection was just great. It was there. But pussy is power. Like, a lot of men are so cocky and confident, like, oh my God, like I just put it out on that bitch. Like, no, fuck out of here. No, the only reason why she wants to come back is because she wants to come back. There's plenty of women out there that be like, all right, like, really, like, we'll just fuck it. Like, they'll act like guys, like, just fuck a guy and be out. You get what I'm saying? So, like, guys be getting shit twisted. Pussy's power.
Pussy's power.
Wait, Nikki. No, but it's true though. And yes, they do take it as like an apology. Like, if I put this thing on her, it's like, no, if we put this pussy on you, my nigga, that's how shit is making up. What are you talking about?
Your chick boss black, she says the D doesn't solve problems.
No, never.
It only solves orgasms.
Oh, you said it, do Nikki?
Maybe sometimes.
No, like I said, the only time the D would solve a problem is if the female wants it. What? Like, the D ain't solving no problem if the females don't want that D.
I know.
I'm lost.
Yeah. I know.
What? I'm like, am I lost? And the only reason why she really wants it is because she likes you. She's attracted to you. Let's really get into it.
But I'm saying she really does have a lot of public affection.
Yeah.
You know, for him, like, she's constantly talking.
Oh,
about
she
him.
defends him to the
She's
T.
like,
Yeah.
She loves him. Like, oh, she's been with him for dumb long. You get what I'm saying? They have a kid together. Like, she is in love. It's not the D that brought her back. It's way more to it than the D. Let's be clear.
To be more open about that.
Right. Like, she was a stripper, for God's sake. Like, I'm pretty sure she had a lot of partners. Let me not say that. Wow, I should take that back. But I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure she had good dick before.
Yeah, that's what
you get
I'm
what I'm saying? So dick is not.
And also she knows how to please herself. To me, like,
She knows how to
strippers
please
know their body
Oh, they
very
know
well.
exactly. So
do
it's not the D.
Do you think her response, she was just trolling?
Yes.
Because she
Sorry,
did
I'm a
say
barb.
that she
I'm
was
a barb.
literally
I'm a
going
barb.
back to him for the D. I mean, should she have not said that? Like, I think she's trolling.
But let me say this. This is the last thing I'm gonna add. I'm lit, so you know I'm about to get real ratchet. But let me just say this: women, we don't need men to please ourselves.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We can get our orgasms in plenty of different ways. Men need us most of the time. If not, they're watching porn.
Well, they can do it
If
themselves
not, you hear
too,
me? If
yeah.
not, they're
And
watching
then
porn
they-
or doing
yeah.
whatever the case may be. But most of the time, they need
Yeah,
to
that's
involve
true.
us to have orgasm. We don't need them. Like, we could do whatever we need to do. Like, most of the time, like, when we orgasm is when we fucking do that shit. It's our bodies.
I haven't really
No.
explored that yet, but I don't know how, but you know, I get it.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I just like I feel like everything that she was saying on the internet was definitely a cover up by saying like, oh, he didn't cheat. Like, okay, yeah, you're lying. He cheated a couple of times.
I know.
Like we all know. Like, just stop it.
That's a part
Otherwise,
of it.
you
At least
wouldn't
admit
be-
it's a part
just
of it.
admit it. Like people will
Yeah.
respect you for being more real than having to lie and defend a man. That's always the step. Like when you're in a toxic situation, that denial part where you feel like, well, maybe I don't know if he makes her feel that way or if she feels that way where she feels like maybe I don't know, maybe she's doing something wrong that he has to go out and find other girls to please him, which is so mind-blowing to me because, you know, she's very out there with her sexuality, so that shit just blows my mind. But then gonna say like, oh, like I only wanted him back for the D. Like, stop, please.
So
It's more to
everybody
it.
in the chat is saying it goes both ways. It goes the same way.
Listen here, okay? I'm not saying that it doesn't go both ways, but I am saying that, you know, like we're emotionally invested in general. Like once that D comes inside us, like we're already, like it's just some kind of emotional
Attached.
connection or some type of attachment. You get what I'm saying? Like that's why, you know, sex be good, because the woman that you're having sex with is somewhat emotionally connected or whatever the case may be. But all I'm saying is that a lot of guys are so cocky thinking that their dick is the power and that they can go out and fuck any and every girl. But like, little do you know, most of the time women aren't even having orgasms off of you. So,
Yeah.
you know, a woman's body is very powerful. That's all I'm saying. This is her point of view, my point of view. Okay? Okay? Any other comments?
Well, Neek, do you have is there any more to this story?
Well, pretty much we just touched on that. Like, but do she miss the D or her best friend, or do you still give her chances? Blah blah blah. It's a marriage. So do you try to go to counseling or you try to stick it out for the kid and the marriage?
Yeah. I think counseling is definitely a step. I
I
think
feel
that they
like
should have
she
been did
should.
that.
I'm surprised they haven't.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like
they
she should have been did that.
Yeah.
Just to find out, because you never know what people go through or what they're thinking. The hardest thing to figure out is somebody's mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if he really isn't happy, like, with her in any way? You get what I'm saying? Where he has to go outside of his marriage to go find that happiness. So you just never know.
Greatness just said, Cardi fucked all over the BX. Offset's just a real dude with a brain. He been the thinker in the relationship the whole time. Cardi needs a man to take the wheel.
I mean, I don't know, Cardi. I don't know if
That
she
was a
fucked
lot.
the whole Bronx. I mean,
That's
I
another
don't
thing.
know.
Is like guys like to just look at a girl and be like, "Oh, you were a stripper. You were you like talk about especially female rappers. They just assume they're like hoes." And
But what if she
you don't know
wasn't?
that? Yeah. What if she
Yeah.
was just probably selective? Like I'm sure she didn't
Yeah.
like.
She just finessed.
Yeah, so Good said, it ain't about the pussy or D, it's about the connection.
Period.
You gotta fuck a girl mind before her pussy.
Ooh, that's a
Talk your shit.
Literally.
talk your shit.
Mind fuck. Story of my
Mind
life.
fuck me, baby. I can't. Any other comments?
So he's
Oh. Oh, it's going.
Messenger 215 says, I think y'all touched on this already, but he said, have you ever had sex but was thinking about somebody else?
No, we've never touched on that before.
That's a good question.
I have.
Yeah.
I definitely have.
And
and
again,
it's
you can
like-
skip over any question that you know.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm in a
we do.
relationship. Okay.
I mean, like not now, but in the past.
In the past.
You've never
Never?
just like been tuned out and just been like,
I don't
wish
know.
Yo, Jen is really looking at you like, for real?
No,
Like,
I don't really. I mean, that's good, but like sometimes just no. Because like,
I don't know. Listen.
it happens when you have like sex with a rebound, a guy where you're like not. You know what I mean?
I don't think
Kiera
that I
said-
have
Kiera
rebounds.
said yes,
Like
and
I'm
it
not.
is what it is. We
I don't think so. I don't think I like if I'm having sex with somebody, most of the time we're either together or like I'm really fucking with them. Like that's it. If I don't fuck with you like that, I don't want to have sex with you. Fuck out of here. To go think about somebody else, I might as well go fuck that person. I'm lost.
I can't.
Like I'm lost. Like I
Have
don't know.
You have? Oh yeah.
You have?
I
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
I have.
I definitely have.
So, but
Yeah.
why not then go
Well, what are you gonna
But
do?
what
But
about
you're
you?
All right, I'm going to what's the name house that makes me happy. Like, yes, go ahead.
just, like,
Because
walk out.
if you're thinking about somebody else, you're not supposed to be there.
That's
Why
not,
are you there?
Well, no, that's not.
Why are you
true.
there? Why are you there? then?
Kara, don't do that. Don't do that.
All right,
I'm
my
not
bad.
trying. No.
We
Don't
all
do
try to
that.
like just be
We
like at the
all.
time like we don't. You know what I mean? Like there's the times where I'm
Don't
like
try
I
to.
literally forgot about the other person. And like mid-sex, I was like, this is not it. Like you can maybe
Yeah,
like
you can have like
trick
this
my
is
mind,
not
but like
it.
you can't trick her.
The mind
Like-
is a very serious.
The mind is I'm like you can't.
But okay, so who was the other person that you thought of? Like, is that somebody that you were in a past relationship with?
Yeah.
That okay.
Yeah.
So then, okay. So then that
So it's
man,
just-
maybe that guy's just not hitting it like the other guy that you were
I can't.
thinking about.
So
Is
you
that what
never
it is?
had bad sex before? You just like, damn, I should have never.
Damn, sex is really powerful. Yeah, it's very powerful.
Like,
Like bad sex, like just not satisfying me in general.
it's just like, this was just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Then it's just like, should have just stuck with the first one.
And you don't even like know what to do.
But it's like,
You know what I
do
mean?
you
But-
try with that person? Like, all right, well, like we're here we've been talking for a year. We have bad sex. It's like, damn, maybe the second time will be better. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like the first one should always be like a.
Boom.
best?
If it's-
Really?
I do feel like if it's not
Yeah.
boom, then it's
It's
not
like,
there.
Really?
It's not there.
No, I disagree.
So
I
second,
think
you
first
think-
time is always like you're trying to
Awkward, like,
figure it
trying
out.
to
Like,
figure it out.
what do I do? What do you like? It's always
What do you
like,
like?
what do you like this? It's always like we're
I feel
figuring
like the
each
first
other
time
out.
always tells you like, okay. this is
Really?
what
But
it
you
is.
gotta, yeah, I feel like the first time does because like you gotta think about it like, damn, is this a person that like I've really been like connected to? And then it's like that has fucked up some situations where it's like you think that you're connected to that person, then you do have sex, and it's like, oh my god, like my vagina's not connected to them, like
I know.
you know what I mean? So
Happens
that
all the
does happen.
time.
That does
Yeah.
happen where it's like that will
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
up a whole relationship, situationship, whatever. That shit will fuck it up. Sex is powerful.
You gotta go
But it's
with
not
the bang.
everything, is what I'm
No,
saying. But it's
it's not
powerful.
everything,
It's
yeah.
definitely powerful.
Yeah.
I feel like Cardi B uses that. Like, sex is just, yeah.
I mean,
we don't know, but what if she's not fucking like how she says she's fucking?
like in the WAP.
Like, what if she really ain't
WAP
got that
music.
WAP like how she's saying she got that WAP? Or what if she ain't doing?
Yeah,
Or what if she
you
ain't
keep
doing?
cheating.
Wait, but what if she ain't doing what she said in the WAP song? Like,
See, but in the WAP, you know, my problem with WAP, my problem
What is your problem?
is that they're just like making it seem as if like you're supposed to just like be wet all the time. Like that's just, you know what I mean? If you're dry, oh no. You know what I mean? And it's like sometimes we have some dry spells. Do we not have some dry spells? If I drink too much, there's no WAP happening. And, like, it's weird. Like, you know how guys get like whiskey dick? I get like
yo,
dry.
I'm crying. Yo,
I get like
I
dry.
love her. Like, this is like
Is
my
that not
realest
true?
friend.
Is that? Am I the only one?
No,
that,
when
like-
I'm drunk, shit is going crazy. It's
Really?
like you might as
Oh,
well
I
put
mean,
on that song
no.
"Ocean" by Jackie Sanders. Just kidding.
No, I'm like the
Yeah.
opposite. I'm like I'm way too. It's weird. It's weird. But actually, like I
Yo,
Google, this is all
Stop
Google
the chat,
information.
Google information.
This is
Jen
all
said that
Google
the
stuff.
The chat lit up with crying faces.
Yo,
Speak for yourself, lady.
No, but she's honest.
But like,
That's all that
like I'm not
matters.
talking about like 2 drinks. Like 2 drinks, I'm good. But like
Yeah.
drunk Jen.
You can't,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I feel
Like
like
had a
drunk
whole.
sex is the best.
Wow,
Drunk,
it's
really?
just yeah.
No,
what?
No, Jennifer needs to go to sleep after it.
Really?
Wow.
I'm
No.
feeling like a stripper.
Oh, on that pole. You on that pole?
Drunk sex
I
is
got
the
the
best.
chat right now.
Check in.
Yo,
What's,
so
what's happening?
Here's a good question from Buddha the Honcho. He says, how much value does your longtime side piece have versus a new relationship? Give percentages like 30, 70.
What was it? The side piece.
He says,
was
how much value does your
Value.
long-term side piece, your long-time side piece
Oh.
have versus your relationship?
not
No,
much
I-
value. I can attest to this. I can attest to this.
You.
I
I
never
de-
really had a side piece while in a relationship.
Well, I was the side, and then yeah, and then I was a long Kira knows this story.
What I do? Wait, what I
I
do?
was
What
a
I do?
long-term side piece, I guess.
Yo, can you
and
give Jen a hug? She need a hug right now. I'm just kidding.
I give you a little air hug.
She got mad sad when she was just about to say that. Did you see
Listen.
it? I love
think-
Jen, yo.
Don't let her fool you. Jen has that wop. Stop. Stop. She ain't got that
Sometimes.
dop. She got that wop.
You have the
That wop. No, but okay.
So you basically said you didn't have no value in a relationship.
I thought I did. I was he just broke up with his girlfriend. So you just broke up with his girlfriend. I'm next.
But you're not. That's not considered a side piece.
I was a side piece.
How? No, you were not.
I was.
Oh.
How was I not? He was in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm the side. How was
So
I
you
not?
were okay with that?
I was never okay. There was always hope. Always. some
I
sort of
literally
hope.
thought that he was not in a relationship.
No,
I
he was
thought
in a relationship
done.
that whole time, and then they broke up because he was cheating, and then he got with somebody else, and then I was I thought I had
You had next.
higher
Right,
next.
right. You
Didn't have it.
You didn't have it
Oh,
next.
wow.
And
Yeah,
then
I didn't have it.
and then he went on to another relationship, and I was
Wow.
like,
So
but
what's
I'm
the
the
percentage,
long-term
though?
side. I think I was really trying. I felt like I was
So were you,
trying to get
5%?
a job. It felt like I was trying to get a job.
Were you
Trying
1%,
to
Jen?
job.
I
Oh my God,
no,
maybe
I was
just 1%.
I was still he was still trying to have his cake and eat it too for a long
100%.
time.
And he definitely had that.
He definitely did.
100%.
Yeah, and then there was because I wasn't letting that go. I
Right.
invested time. There's you know what I mean. Time was spent. Money was spent. Travel
time.
costs.
Travel costs.
I was not.
So what's the percentage that you think that he would give
He
you?
would have given me. He would. Yeah. I didn't really have much. I would. Oh no, there was a time where I was at 50. It started with 50-50, and then she was just. It was just new. It was just there was just things I couldn't do. You know what I mean? And then it started to really
well,
just
that
slowly.
he made you feel like that. Because
Yeah.
at the same time, what
Yeah.
what a guy
yeah,
won't
I
you'll find
know.
that in somebody else. Who gives a fuck him?
Do you,
I know.
Do you feel as though you kept the relationship strong for him?
I mean,
what do you think was the downfall?
Because he was still.
I'm trying to think.
I'm saying because usually you would bring happiness to his relationship, right?
Yeah, so.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Because I was a side piece. Yeah, I brought the the fun. We're not supposed to be doing this, and then. I'm trying to think what made I think when it wasn't fun anymore, when it wasn't a secret, when it wasn't oh, I'm coming down to I think that when he went single is when it kind of was a downfall, because we actually had real dates where I could tell oh, he's actually starting to be more into me, we're out in public more. Which sounds bad, but we started to get to know each other when I realized we might not be that compatible. Now looking back on it, but at the time I was just no, we are. What do you mean? Time has been invested. We've 3 years.
So what percentage he gave you again?
I don't know percentages. I just know there was I mean 50-50
15.
in the beginning,
Okay.
and then
It dropped
It
down
dropped
when
to,
he
like,
got down.
25.
He got his cake and ate it.
Probably
too.
like
Okay.
20, 25.
10.
10.
Okay. Well,
15.
that's-
15. Make it even.
You think
15.
so?
15.
You
We're right in
think
the middle.
so?
That's center.
That makes me a little
That's
happy. I was I don't think I have any.
Yeah, that's
I
center.
can't.
We're going to give it
Think
15.
so?
Yeah,
We're gonna talk
100%.
about this later.
Girl, we will. 100%.
Okay.
So,
What's your percentage? I want to know Nikki's percentage.
My percentage? Well, I never.
In the
What
same
would you give a guy?
situation?
A guy that was a
Side piece. Yeah.
Oh, a guy was that beast for you.
I don't know if
Remember,
you
we're
had
talking
that. I don't
long
even
term,
think
too.
I've had that.
What do you mean long?
Like this
No,
is like
we
a
don't
side piece
really-
for like 2 months.
It's no point of a
Oh,
side
yeah.
man. If I didn't want to be in a relationship with a guy, that was it.
Yeah,
I would
sure.
just, you know.
Kiera Golden says, ladies, I was dealing with this dude, and 2 years in, we were just in the talking stage. He somehow found him a girlfriend. Does that mean that I was considered a side chick, being that I dealt with him first?
No.
No, I
Wait,
mean,
wait.
well, it depends.
I gotta read it again.
It depends.
I gotta.
I love her.
Kiara.
No, but it depends, because I feel like when you deal with a guy, right, that I feel like if he's dealing with another woman, that would have to be like his choice to be, you know, for you to be the main or the side chick. You get what I'm saying? So like, it doesn't matter if you dealt with him first or second. It's whoever he, I guess, spends more time with that would make it the obvious that you were the main.
Like for me,
Right.
like what makes a side chick is like when you know somebody's like when you ask them point blank, are you in a relationship, and they say yes.
Yes, then it's like
That to me, you're signing up for side chick.
Yes,
Like,
side
you're
chick
just-
application.
the application.
Yeah, you're checking it all.
Facts.
Yeah,
So,
but if you're just
yeah.
talking to somebody at that point, you're just
I
blindsided.
got the chat lit right now. So, Smarkatech man says, do people still believe in zodiac signs?
Oh,
I do.
I'm a whole
Sure,
Virgo. The fuck is you talking about, Simon? I love you. Yes, yes, 100%.
I'm Aquarius.
Don't date your same sign.
I know.
Capricorn.
A Capricorn. Yeah, we're all so
Yeah,
different.
that's how we get along.
But no, I definitely do really believe it. Like when I meet a guy, like
Yeah.
I like have to know his birthday.
100%.
Like I Google
Like, what's your
it.
sign?
I look on Facebook. I look anywhere that it could just provide me with a birthday. I go back like all the way with pictures. Like maybe he put up a birthday post. Like
Is that no? It really is serious. I do feel like
I
I don't know.
need
Maybe
to
it's just our
know.
times, but zodiac is definitely it.
It's
It tells you a
so-
lot about a person.
yeah, it hasn't steered me wrong yet. Like every zodiac side to me just like has those traits.
Definitely,
Like, The minute
definitely.
it proves me wrong and I'm like shocked, then I'll be like, oh, I don't believe in this.
Right,
Like,
right, but it
Every
hasn't.
sign is so dead on.
Messenger says, would you date a guy that's your dad's age?
Probably.
I think I did.
I have like the biggest crush on
No.
like Brad Pitt, Sean Penn, like old wrinkly men. I don't know what it is. Like old wrinkly kind of just like still in shape men. It's just like maybe.
No, it's a limit. It's a limit.
There's a limit. Oh.
My baby's pretty old, but it's a limit. It's a limit.
He's not.
It stops at his
Oh
limit.
wait, your dad is a little bit. He's like a younger dad.
No, my dad is young, so
Yeah, so that's a different kind of. Like I'm
Yeah.
talking about 60. Like my dad is 60. But
hell no, man.
The oldest I dated was
Smart
like
and Tech,
well, not
man.
even dated.
Smarkatech man says, how do you feel about Scorpio, Gemini, or Cancer?
Scorpios, I don't.
I
like.
love cancers.
Scorpios
no.
haven't really, but I'm dealing with the Scorpio right now. And
No.
I don't know. I
Well, I
mean,
mean-
I know. I usually am like, no.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what it is. I don't know why I keep attracting them. Why I'm giving them
It's
I'm gonna
chances.
kill for this, but Scorpios are out of control.
Yes, they are.
I
Out
feel
of
like
control.
no, for me, I feel like
know.
it's just like the whole because I'm a Virgo, so I feel like I'm very like in control in situations.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I was dating a Scorpio, I feel like I was taking advantage of him a lot, which is sad to say. But I feel like it was easily for me to like run over them. Like I don't know.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like
They-
it was just like
I don't know what
they're
it
just so
is.
nonchalant. Like it's just like
They're nonchalant, but then very emotional.
very emotional. But it's like put your foot down. You feel away, put your foot down.
Ish, like
Possessive.
Yeah.
Very possessive. Yes.
I don't know how to
Yes.
like tame them. Like, if there's any Scorpios in the chat that could give us a pointer on like how to treat you, how to tell you, so, like relax in a nice. How do you tell Scorpio relax? Like, we just need to relax.
Yeah.
How do you say like calm down? Like,
Well,
I just want
feel like they front. Like I said, they're very nonchalant, but then very emotional.
They're super. They're
It's just kind of like
and possessive. Like, you can't date anybody else. Like,
Yeah.
we can't even joke around
Yeah.
about it.
yeah.
I
Cancers, I love
know.
cancers though. My mom's
Love
a cancer. I
Cancer.
love
I know.
cancers.
Cancer.
Yes, I love cancers.
But they can also be like, to me, the water signs like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces are just
Emotional.
like emotional.
An emotional wreck.
You could kind of run over them a little too easy.
Which is crazy. I've also dated a cancer
just very
like
nice.
back in college, and
They're just
he was
nice.
so emotional. Like I mean, like so emotional.
But I think it
was
balances out
crazy.
like a strong sign. Like that's why I
Yeah.
think like it goes well with
Yes.
like to me more like earth signs. But like an Aquarius like me, we're just all over the place. Like I change my mind every day.
Right.
Like I'm gonna drive this
Y'all
man
like
crazy.
to play mind games. That's what it is.
Mind games.
Y'all like to play mind games.
I know.
I don't like
I
Aquarius
know.
is like that.
It is. I am.
I'm just so
I
happy that we're
realize
best
I'm
friends.
kind of that way. It's just like a mental, because we're mental. Like we need to be mentally stimulated all the
Right.
time.
Yes.
And like eventually we just get bored mentally. Like there's just no more, because we don't like the same text in the morning, the same.
Oh.
It just gets boring. We need constant like, and to us like new and fun is like making you jealous or like doing something psychotic. But then I realized like not all can. Like I think other Geminis can handle it.
I hate Geminis. They're too much like Virgos. They're
They're
too much
Geminis are
Gem. They're
favorite.
too much like Virgos. Like,
Geminis are
let me
my
tell you,
favorite.
a Gemini, a Virgo. Let me tell you about a Virgo. Like, we are so moody. I don't even know how you guys deal with me. Like, I'm up and down all over the place. Like, my mind is always somewhere.
Yeah.
Like how you are. But like moody though. Like we front a lot.
You are
like,
a little
we're
more
very
a little more
emotional
moody.
inside. But then like our front is crazy. Like we'll act like nothing bothers us. Like you would never know. Leo. Like, it's
Really?
crazy. And I feel like Geminis are like that. So when I run into a Gemini, I feel like I'm always going back and forth with them. And it's like, like, I am the one. Like, don't play with
You
me.
have to-
Like,
yeah.
it's like that. Like, we go back and forth about any and everything. Like, I hate them. Like, they're so cocky. And Virgos are cocky. It's like, it's just
I
clashing.
know, no, they are.
Clashing.
My favorite is probably a Leo. I love a Leo.
Oh my God, they get along with everybody.
Those are my favorite. I know.
I love
That's the
Leos.
problem. They're cheaters.
Yes, I love
Leos.
I love them. They lie a lot, but I love
lie.
them.
They lie.
Like they'll lie, but they'll do it like happily, and I'm
Yes.
just like, okay.
But you would never.
Like,
They're
that's
like
my
just a
one
small
weakness,
white lie.
is, like,
But I love
a
them.
Leo. I can't.
I
love
love
I
them.
can't.
It's my one sign that I'm like, let me just shut my eyes and not look at you anymore, because you can just see someone in their eyes if they're a Leo or not.
Yeah.
They just have this like charm.
Yeah.
They're too charming.
That's the problem.
Oh.
Any other questions before we break?
Yeah, last one, then we'll take a break.
All right.
He says, some architect man, how emotional is too emotional for a man, and is there an emotional minimum in a relationship as well?
Come on with these questions that we got to think about.
I know, like,
come on,
okay,
you
so
know,
Hey,
that's
I got
one
them
on
going.
one.
How much is like a guy like showing his cards too much kind of thing? Like how much is
And then
too?
also, is there like a minimum that you guys would like to accept in a relationship as far as emotional?
I think like when you're in a I don't know, like you're in a real relationship, like you know what I mean? Like I think when you're in a relationship, you can.
Right? Okay.
Yo, no more Tito's for Jen today. Yo.
No, I think we have reached our max.
We reached the max a long time. But like emotion, like to me, when you're starting to talk to somebody, I think like a pouring, especially now in like Corona and like everybody's just like not in a good place. I think a little bit you have to keep in. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to see strength. We have to see like you're the man. Like if you're the one like crying and complaining, it's a little bit like of a mental turnoff. It's like I don't want to be this. You're putting a lot on us. Like you're just throwing a lot of. That's what you have to think about whenever you're like being super emotional towards somebody. At least what I think about is like I'm unleashing a lot, and now they're now walking around heavy because they've just been like like watching a movie that's like super emotional, and then you're like you walk away and you're like, God, I feel that in my chest. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I think about. Is
I
like,
agree.
but I don't think men think sometimes about that. They're like,
No.
oh, I'm not like unloading, and now she's walking around thinking, how am I gonna make? We're just thinking, how are we gonna make this better for you?
Right,
And we
right.
can't really do anything. It's out of our control, but we somehow think like we can control it.
Right.
So-
I no.
I can't
I don't
deal
like,
with it.
but which sucks because you know a lot of our men that that we deal with or in relationships with, I feel like they always like hide their emotion because they feel like they have to be that
but
strong
when
one.
you finally
So
break down that wall, you feel
Well,
kind of
it's like-
bad.
yeah.
But then you're also just like, it might have been too soon.
I think I want to change that part about me because I love a
trying
strong
to,
man
I
and
know.
I love a guy who's just kind of like a head of the household kind of thing. Like that's just what I'm naturally attracted to
Yes.
or whatever.
So if you see them
that's
cry
just
or
guy in
something,
charge,
and,
period.
like, they're crying or they're
But
just like,
that I want
know.
to change that too because like I feel like I don't want my man to go around thinking that he can't come to me and
know.
talk to me.
I
Like I
know.
want you to talk to me. If you have to cry,
That's what I'm saying.
I want to
You're
be
in
the
a
one
real,
you show.
This is a real
Yeah.
relationship where you're supposed to be like, how can I handle this? But
Yes.
in the beginning stage, dating, you know what I mean? It's a little bit like you have to know.
I still want to give them. That's why I said I want to change that. I still would want to give them that option. Like I don't want them to feel like they have to complete it because usually, like when guys build all that emotion in them, it turns into anger, and then it turns into violence, and then it's like and then it gets worse, and then it gets worse. But I want men to open up to me. Like I want to change the aspect about me. I don't want to be like, oh my God, you have to be like super hardcore all the time. Like no, if we're in a relationship, like I'm emotional, you're emotional, let's go 50-50 talking about feelings. What bothers you, what bothers me, let's clear the air. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to come and talk to me.
Yeah.
That's it. Because that hard shit, I mean, it's sexy
No,
or
it
whatever,
is.
but but it's just
you know what it is,
you
is
gotta
like when
be a
they
little bit more.
unleash
You gotta be
something,
human, I should say.
Yeah. It depends on what the emotion is. Like if your mom died, obviously like that's something that I'm like, oh God.
But what if they're
I
like
can
deeply
handle,
feeling something? Okay, so
but
say if
something's
they're in a
bothering
relationship, right, and something's bothering them, and then they're complaining about it, you're gonna be like, oh God, it's time for me to leave this relationship, or like, what are you gonna do?
It just it's like, okay, you can
What's
do
the
it
minimum?
once, but if there's no like fixing it, if there's no like, oh like,
But what if it's something with you?
What do you mean? Like,
What if it's something that they want you to change and
Oh.
you kind of can't change it, and that just
Yeah.
gets them very emotional each time?
oh,
And that
That's
means that
interesting.
We have to compromise. We gotta figure.
You
out
gotta
a way.
compromise. You have
Yeah.
to. You have to
Yeah.
want
But
them to
it
talk about
has,
you.
but it has to go like both ways.
Both ways, 100%.
It has.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
also depends on like what they're asking to change.
Yes, that too.
It depends on
That
what
too.
the change
Yeah.
is going
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Because
So would you consider that change or like growth?
depends on what it is. Depends.
That's a good question.
It depends. Like
Like, what are you doing? Are you changing for your relationship to be, because at the end of the day, there's two people that are coming into a situation that's completely new to them. And differences are always going to happen constantly. They're going to find out so many differences about each other. So if they're asking you to change something that's like a pet peeve to them, not like a characteristic about yourself, but like say if you're like coming and nagging and shit all the time. Or whatever,
Yeah.
and they ask you to change that shit. Like, you're like, there's certain things that you're like, damn, you gotta like just
That's something, yeah, you
look
could
at
do,
yourself
yeah.
and be like, damn, yo, I am nagging all the time. I think I could kind of chill on that. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's certain things that you can change, but I'm not saying that you need to change who you are, because that's
what I'm saying.
The
Like,
whole
there's-
reason of
yeah.
why they got in a relationship or started talking to you. Period. So,
Okay.
any other questions? Because I go to church.
Yeah. They just kind of just.
Me good?
Yeah, you're back on like Leo slander and shit.
They understand that. Oh, the Zodiac sign of Virgo
I'll
gang,
take a break
period.
real quick. Get y'all
Yes,
something
we're gonna
together.
take a
Yeah.
break and we're gonna get into our third segment. See you guys when we get back.
URL Ultimate Rap.
Not hard to spit water, but on my verse is fluid. I'ma beat Hitman Holler, but I'm mad. Cause I ain't gonna be the first to do it. Pussy, you lost 3 battles straight. What you got to say? Your losing streak gonna end soon? Nigga, not today. It's the new face of URL. Coming to take your spot away. I don't give a fuck if it was Christmas, it ain't holiday. Hold on. We want it. Hold on. Hold on. We wanted that street status holler. Remember the one with the braids and the rope chain? Who was willing to kill anybody, not worried about no names? Not this Hollywood diva, punk, pussy ass hoe lame whose hairline could be the before picture for Rogaine. Hold on. Now you got everything to lose and no gain. You gave me the shot, so I'm taking it. Close range, I kidnap. Now you got everything to lose and no gain. You gave me the shot, so I'm taking it. Close range, I'll kidnap your little man, break both arms and both legs until his son need forecast like it's no rain. Hold on, I gotta explain that. I forgot these country niggas is slow, man. But I ain't gonna slow. Hold on, but I ain't gonna slow it down and still concede the shit, cause that's so lame. But if you take 4 words like your son need forecast and speed up the whole thing, it's like sunny forecast, like what it is when it don't rain. Hold on. What you gonna say? I stole that all of the above line? Anything to take away a nigga's props. But honestly, I ain't know the shit was said before I said it. But the shit was hot, so shout out to Sirius Jones. I ain't trying to take the nigga's spot, but fuck him. Holla gotta get the same multiple choice the last 3 niggas got. That's A, gun in his mouth, I have him talking to the snub. But B, fill up his stomach like I'm offering him grub. But C, go for the knees until he crawling like a bugger. D, start from his feet and shoot all the above. Hold on, get loud. What you think I brought this silencer for? To make sure this hitman won't holler no more. All I need is one shot to put this guy on the floor. Don't act like you ain't died from my hollow before. Hold on. I got something for y'all. that D role, she was like, dang. See, that was hard. And I ain't trying to come up with a better scheme, but if you're gonna be a champion, why not run with the better team? Cause your bitch said ever since your hairline been looking like that, you've been thinking you King James, so like Mario, I charmed her and got her open with this heat game. I stuck her with good D. Had the bitch calling me Shane the way I was pounding it. She had to ask how much my D weighed.
Hey guys, we're back. This is Yakira Gorgeous.
I'm just Jen.
Yeah, I got Bombshell.
And we are her point of view. For anybody that's just chiming in on this last segment of ours, just wanted to let you guys know that we talk about everything. So this is a no judgment zone, okay? So we're going to have Jen talk about her segment. And then you guys, if you guys want to chime in, definitely add it to the chat. We'll make sure we get to you, okay?
So I'm going to be talking about what the craziest thing that you, and also the chat, you know, you can also answer this and say your crazy story in the chat and I'll read them. But I'm going to be talking about like, what's the craziest thing that you've ever done for love, or just like a guy you're talking to, just like, you know, just wherever the moment took you that time. So you're just like, oh God, that wasn't a good idea. For me, it was when I was in high school. It was like pretty much my only relationship. And I went and moved to Florida for him, but we weren't technically in a relationship. And yeah, it didn't really work out too good. We dated for maybe like 6 months before that, and then he cheated on me. And then I was like, maybe if I like, maybe this is where my career is going to take me. Like, I'll just go to school down there and find myself, and we'll probably get into a relationship. And it didn't end well. I went there. He ended up like really treating me poorly. So my tip is, girls, do not move to another state for a guy. But I did find some like amazing friends, like one of my friends that are watching right now. He's on Instagram. He's Taylor_Tyler. I have to shout him out, but he's like one of my best friends, an amazing makeup artist. So if any girls or you guys are in Florida or Miami, he will do your beat face. Like, makes me look like a different person. Like, I'm not even here. I'm not even this Jennifer if he does my face. But what is the craziest thing that you guys have ever done for a guy?
Yeah, go first, Nikki.
Flew all the way to France during the whole Corona situation.
Corona? I didn't know that part.
I hope my father is watching. Like, I can't. I'm gonna bring him on. You guys, my father is hilarious.
You didn't tell me it was now.
During Corona.
When it first started.
You could have been locked out.
They said I was going to.
She said it, and she was like, "I'm still going," and I was like,
still going.
"Okay."
And then when I landed, like on the plane, like everybody was talking in French, and the pilot was just going off. And then I asked the freaking flight attendant. I was like, "What is the pilot saying?" And he was like, "Yeah, Trump said that he's gonna like close down like the borders."
Stop.
And,
and then what did I text you? They're closing the border, Nikki.
Yeah, like as soon as like we landed, like my phone was like blowing up. Like my whole family was like, "You're gonna be stuck down there."
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Oh my
and like
God.
nothing was happening in France. Like everybody was chilling. Like no mask, everybody was
Really?
walking around. Like yeah,
because they was always steps ahead of us, anyways. Like they've been started the whole phases and everything.
Italy was like hit hard.
Italy was hit hard, and she was down there when it was hit.
Still going. Definitely.
Round.
Well, I mean, even if it was.
Did you do it for the D?
No. I feel like it was more than just the D. It was more stuff that came with it. So I was like more like comfortable and like
love. It was did it for love.
Love.
So you don't regret it at all.
I was about to say, don't go to me next.
I don't regret it at all.
Interesting.
Yeah,
wow, that would
nice
have been.
time.
What would have happened if you would have like been stuck there though? You would have had to quarantine with him.
Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah.
I think you would have liked it. It sounds like you would have been like,
Yeah,
that would have been
I mean,
ideal actually.
yeah.
I'm stuck here, can't leave, and he's just like, when he's doing that. Was he French? He's French, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like that little French accent.
Yep. All that.
Oh my god.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's a
Yeah,
surprise
That's
to me.
so cute.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
French
wow.
is like the best accent.
Oui.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Nikki.
You better Rosetta Stone, bitch. Next time you go there, you need to know what they're saying. You could have been like,
You need a translator going out here.
Yeah, everybody was talking to me in French. Like,
yeah.
it was a really nice time.
Are you like learning new like the language kind of from him?
You know, trying. The only thing I know is bonjour. And the wee wee.
Bonjour. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Don't get me started because, you know, I'm a little French or whatever. When I'm drunk, I can do a whole lot of accents.
I can't.
No, I would love to go to Paris, though.
That's
Just
lit.
not at this time. You're crazy as fuck. But I love it.
I've heard
Yeah.
like
You
different.
would do that. You would do that for me if I was like, Nikki, I'm in France. Come save me during COVID. She
would.
will fucking take a
I'll
flight.
fly on plane.
Fly it. What? She'll take a private jet. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's her.
I don't know if I would like. I'm really trying to think like if I would like do that, like fly it to another
You're not
country.
gonna come get me?
Yeah, and
Oh, come get you.
Yeah, you're not gonna come get me from France?
in the
Get
middle of a
this.
pandemic.
Yo, I can't.
Wow.
I'm
Mark.
risking vote a bitch, and then like I gotta fucking vote like your mom. Like I'm taking her. I'm putting her.
My mom would be so mad at me, y'all. Everybody, like, she'd be like, "You're stupid." My father would be like, "Yeah, you went out there." Let's talk about my
know.
father was so mad. He was like, "I don't want Nikki around you,
no, he
Kira."
was going
He was like,
in.
"She went to France for some dick."
I was like,
Your dad is
no.
I was like, "Yo," he said, "You went to France for some dick." He was like, in the middle of the pandemic. He's like, "Oh no, oh no." He said she can't come to our house for 6 months. I said 6 months. Like,
He's
that's my best
quarantining
friend.
you from the house.
Yes, he was.
Jesus.
He did.
And then I
he
came
did not
back
want-
and I was
Fine, completely
no corona,
fine.
nothing.
Or
Corona free, hence why we ain't
Yeah.
got no mask or whatever. Stay safe out there.
No, I went to like Florida. Just you know that. Like I
Oh,
just
Florida, we
I'm going.
we went to
Yeah,
Florida
yeah.
during the pandemic
Miami.
too. Yeah.
I remember that. Everybody was like on super
It was
lockdown,
good,
like,
and then it
you
shut
guys-
right back down. Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
a lit ass time though.
I
It
know. I
was.
saw you
Yeah.
on the boat.
Can we not talk about Miami?
Miami was lit. That might be.
I didn't mean to say it. I don't like
That might be
I don't
my
like. I don't want to
second best
mention a
time
boat.
there.
I don't
Yeah,
like.
that's
No,
my
never
second-
said-
The second, no, the first time we went, that was lit. Spring break.
Oh
Yeah.
We ain't getting into that right
Yeah.
now. We're not getting
no,
into
we can't. We
that.
gotta get out of it. We gotta
We
get
gotta
out
get out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a turn or whatever.
Take a turn. So what's the craziest thing you've
Shit.
done? I think Neek tops us all. Like
Nick
Really?
tops me.
that
Does
guy
this
must
have to be good or bad?
Because
Huh?
good or bad? What
Oh
do you
my
mean?
bad.
It could be good or bad. What do you mean?
Okay, like you said,
Mine
what's the
was like
craziest
pretty
thing?
bad. I mean, mine was bad obviously because I just had like false hope. But hers was good.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was good.
she didn't get corona. I mean, I think it's a
Yeah,
positive.
mine is bad.
She didn't get quarantined.
And I seen
bad.
whole Paris. So,
Wow.
Take me with you. Pack me in the suitcase. I'll probably fit.
I want to go
I got
to
you.
Italy. Italy is my like.
Yeah, that's where I want to go next.
That's my
Italy,
number one.
Greece.
Yeah, I heard Greece is.
Lit.
Yeah.
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 You know, I can't go out because I don't know what the fuck they be saying, and I'm gonna be
I know,
like
that's the
irritated.
issue.
Kara thought I was
Situation.
gonna get kidnapped in Paris.
Oh, yeah, I make sure my girl is good at all times. I'm
No.
like, you know, heavy trafficking
It's
is out
pretty-
there.
yeah,
Make sure
yeah,
you.
yeah, I'm
And I don't
like,
play. Yo, I don't play. I play heavy trafficking. Make sure you say, text me when you learn.
yeah.
Yo, I
Are you there
am
yet?
crazy.
I was like,
She
all right,
talks
well,
about it like it's
Yo.
like as if like we
Yo,
get
you-
snatched off. I remember
you gotta be careful.
Atlanta and you're
Atlanta, I said heavy trafficking out there. I don't know if you want to go there right now.
I was like, what do you mean, like regular traffic? Because I think like the
Nah,
roads,
shit is
nobody's
real
gonna
out
be
there.
flying out there. Like there's not gonna
Shit
be
is
traffic
real
on
in
the
Atlanta.
road.
Stay safe. They
And
got
then I was
heavy
like, oh, that
trafficking.
kind of traffic. I was like, I'm not even thinking about it.
Europe is big
No,
with
Europe
trafficking,
is
so that's why I
bad.
told her to be
I know.
safe. You know, she's traveling by
Because
herself.
you'll get
I'm like,
snatched,
yeah,
and the
travel
police
by
out there would
myself,
just be
8
like, "All right, you're missing." Like here,
Yeah.
it's like you're missing and you're
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
Out there, you're just missing and you're gone.
Yeah,
Like,
and you're
not
black. They
missing
wouldn't
and
give a
trying to be
fuck.
found.
They're not gonna go find you.
No, they're not even gonna care. The police are gonna be like, "Oh, you can pay me." Like some rich guy is gonna be like, "Oh, you know, she's right now in a
And
dungeon
then the
right
police,
now."
most of the time, they're like fucking with the shit. So I don't trust
True,
nobody. So
that's
no.
so true.
Heavy trafficking. Stay safe, ladies. Anyways, the
need to-
craziest thing that I have done for love is hit someone.
What do you mean?
Like I get really angry.
Oh,
Like.
we talk.
Her anger is great.
Like yo,
Really?
it has
I
to
can't
be a
even
Virgo
picture
thing
you.
because it's like 0 to 100. I don't even think there's any in between with me
It's
because
really
like I get really angry and it's like sometimes like I try to control it, but it's really hard because in my head, like I'm a Virgo, so I overthink everything, every single thing. So if something like say if an argument happened, it's replaying in my head 100 times.
Oh
like I
my
can't get the
God.
shit out.
That has to be. Virgos
can't-
are like known for
yes,
overthinking.
overthinking. Yes.
I mean, like I'm pretty bad. I mean, maybe that's why we're friends because we overthink
oh,
together.
we'd be like, wait, so am I tripping?
And also Capricorn too. Like I
Yeah.
feel like that's also
Yeah,
where
we
I get
do.
we
We do.
overthink.
Not, but not
and
as bad
analyze
as me. I
everything.
feel like I am like to another. Like, I will make myself angry.
But pretty
all the
bad.
time.
Think it to like better ways.
Yes.
Just be like, fuck it.
Yeah, and I didn't mean, you know, domestic violence is a very serious thing, but it was just like, yo, like, I was getting, like, yo, don't fucking argue with me, yo, because I be getting really crazy. And I do feel like that's like when when you're in love, like, because when you don't care about somebody, it's just kind of like whatever. But like when you're in love and you're having like an argument, it's like a whole different situation where like emotions are like so much crazier.
You could say literally like the
10
worst,
times worse.
deepest, meanest things to someone.
You can say that, yes, the people that you love hurt you the most. Like, that shit is true.
It does.
So, when it gets crazy, I don't know. I'm not that type of person. I'm not just going around hitting anybody. I learned.
You have a question.
Good.
Yes.
Oh, God, good.
You have a question.
Yes, what's your question? Shout them out.
Kiara Golden.
Kiara Golden is in the building.
You ever hit someone during an argument with your significant other and they hit your ass back? I just would like to know, ladies.
And they hit your ass back.
That's so funny.
No, I've never been in an argument where like I hit somebody and they hit me back. No. Which is so sad, but I don't want to get hit by a guy like that. Their strength is like 10 times mine. I don't want to be knocked out.
Yeah.
Not to say that a woman should put their hands on a guy, but
you
shit,
wouldn't get.
I can imagine.
Unlikely you'll get knocked out.
You'll get knocked the fuck out. I don't know. I don't want to play those games. I don't want to play those games at all.
Yeah.
Good question. Like, any other questions?
Yeah. So Smart Tech Man says he got actually two. He says, do you know? Let me turn my mic on. Smart Tech Man. He got two questions. He says, do y'all know we men be looking at y'all when we walk by? And also he asked, so have y'all had I hate you sex? Is that a thing?
To answer your first question, yes, we're very aware that you guys are looking. You guys are looking when we're driving in the car. You guys
everywhere.
You guys are looking down the street. Even when we look insane, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know.
Every girl is like, there's never, it's very rare.
You can't just go out somewhere and like peacefully. Like, no,
I know.
like, guys got to do the most, and
they do.
You know?
Oh God, the car hollering like.
Oh my
I can't
God!
even.
Like, let me hold on. Wait. You be zooming, right? They'll catch up just to be like, oh,
What
and you'll
me-
see them
yeah.
side by side. Like, oh,
I'm just like generally like if any guy has ever done that in the chat where you've like hollered at a girl from her window or. When has it worked out? Like, what happens? Like,
I wonder.
What is the outcome?
That's
like, you
true.
want
Like,
us
has
to
that
stop
ever-
in the middle of, or say pull over? Like, I don't understand. Like, what like they're thinking. I think it's just like a fun thing because they're just like, oh, she's not a good dog, and then they yell at you. I hate when you yell at us after. Like, you ain't shit anyway.
Yeah.
It's
like you
what
ain't
do
that
mean?
cute, and it's like, but you did all of that. You sped down fucking I-95 to catch up. Fuck is you talking about? Like, bye.
Yeah,
Right.
like I really genuinely just don't understand what the outcome is. Like, we
Right.
can't obviously give you our number in the middle of the street, and like we're not gonna have a conversation right now. Like, I don't know, but I get it from maybe their perspective. It's like they're seeing us go by literally and just like, I can't let you go, but like, you
Oh God.
That's just crazy. That's another level.
No.
Like, just
Like, I don't wanna
take,
talk.
just take the L. It's never that serious. You will find another beautiful
Yo.
woman somewhere.
Someone said that's why porn is $1 billion industry is because we're dogs chasing cars most of the time. That's so funny.
Then we were sitting in the lounge, and then the big nigga like followed us to the bathroom.
Oh
Yo.
my God.
My man Buddha just said, I ran down on a girl on a bike. She was in the car. She stopped.
I love him.
She stopped.
He's hilarious.
One story short, we got 11 years and 2 kids.
Whoa!
Oh wow.
That's dope.
That's
That's fire. That is a story to tell your kids.
That's
I'm
really-
just saying you got
But
lucky.
don't inspire them because then
1%.
now they're gonna be chasing everybody.
Right.
Like,
That's a very
no.
rare
No, no, no.
situation, Buddha. Okay? Like,
Buddha,
very rare.
Buddha,
But
don't-
congrats. That's amazing. That is a blessing.
That is a really cute story.
God was
but
on
that
your side.
That was so good.
That's like the probably only story I've ever heard.
God,
though.
he guided you with that path.
Word.
That's what it was.
Literally.
That's what it was. What's the second question, Smart Attack? He asked, does he blah, 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 I hate you sex?
Yeah, is there such thing as I hate you sex?
Of course.
Yeah, that should be good. Right? Wait, but what you mean, like after argument sex? Because I hate my man all the time, and I'd be
Like,
like,
I
yo,
hate
that
you,
shit
but like
after, I'd
not
be
really hate
oh
you.
my
Like,
God, I love you again. Is that what he means?
Yeah.
break up, make up sex.
Because this is not the movies where, like, you know, girls be like, oh my god, like they'll act like they're in fucking like kids and be like, I don't like you, and then fuck. Like, is that? Like, I hate you. Like, no.
That's what I was thinking of. I'm like, is that real? I hate you, or it's like,
it's like I still like you.
I'm trying to think of that.
well, then he would have said breakup, like makeup sex. That's makeup sex.
Yeah.
Hate you sex is like I genuinely hate you.
I mean, but that still hate you at the
like,
moment.
That's good, but still like.
All right. I'm gonna get out of talking about my relationship. I'm done.
No, it's good. I'm just like trying to figure out if that's actual I hate you sex. He has to be more specific.
Yeah.
What's his other question he asked?
Someone said, be careful though. I know a nigga who pulled up on a car and she stopped and he hit the car. They got insurance, claim no kids.
I can't.
Thank you for that.
So Ponzi Dev says, how long should sex last?
What you mean? What
It
kind of question is
depends.
that?
Like, it really just. How long should it last?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
what
always
that
wonder
means.
sometimes too, because I'm like, how do girls like, where they're just like, oh, I fucked for like 5 hours. I'm like, how? I'm so tired.
That's
I'm
what you mean. I
hungry.
thought you meant like how long, like, does a sexual relationship last? I'm like, huh?
No, like how
Okay, how long
should
does sex last? Ooh, that depends on what's
I
going
am.
on.
So how long should it last?
That
Oh.
depends on what's going on or
It depends.
whatever.
Like you have to read each other. Like if
Yes.
someone's like out of breath and saying they're tired, I think that's the cue to just like hurry it up. You know
or
what
if
I
they
mean?
if they have that dap and shit or whatever, like say if it's wet and then it dries up, it's like, all right, time to get the fuck off.
Yeah,
The situation
yeah.
matters too, because there's a lot of different, like,
Yes.
if you only got
Like if
20
they're not
minutes,
liking
like,
it, that's it. Cut it. Just get
Yeah.
up off and just go.
Boss Black said hours, days, minutes, it depends.
I like her.
It's
I like
true.
her.
It really does depend.
Yeah, that's true.
I like her a lot. She's hilarious. She be speaking real motherfucking fast. You heard? Period.
So Big Money J says, all this relationship talk, damn, I miss my love with her big head ass.
Oh, go get her.
Hit her up and say,
Listen,
"Hey,
today's world, everybody's so prideful. Like, if you miss somebody, if you love somebody, hit them up and go get them. That's period.
I know. Men are like
the pride is through
men
the
are
roof.
so prideful.
Like,
So
hit them
prideful.
up. Like,
I
who
know.
cares? Only you and her are gonna know, like, the outcome. That's it.
And you're never really gonna get rejected.
Just don't
like,
keep hitting her up if she
unless
rejects
you really.
the
Yeah,
first
that's what I'm
time.
saying. Like, if you really messed up, probably not. But if it's
But most likely, in a lot of cases, like if you've been with somebody for a while, most
Yeah.
likely they're missing you just as the same.
And
So
thinking
if you
it
hit them
is.
up, they'll be like, "Oh, look who hit me up," because a lot of girls do wait for that text. You get me? They do. They
do.
wait like,
Oh,
"Oh,
we do.
let me wait by my phone."
I
Damn, he
know.
ain't hit me
And,
in
like,
a day. Like,
the
you know what I'm
biggest thing
saying?
is like seeing somebody, because this is where like, you know, going on Instagram, social media, it's like you think, oh, they're living their best life. Like he's not thinking about me. She's not. It's like, no, do you not realize like they're at the club probably and just like on their phone, like posting
Right.
a picture, being cute, and then being like, did he watch my story?
Yes! Let's get into it. You know, I know
Did
so
you
many
see
girls
me?
that have posted fake stories. Like they'll have old stories and they'll repost them just just because they know that the guy
The
is
guy's watching, and like
that
you
shit
want to
is crazy.
psychologically be like, oh, like look, he's gonna see like I'm
Or
with my
they'll
friends
even
and I'm having
text us
fun.
and be like, "Hey, yo, can you send me a video of you out somewhere?"
That's
and you
hilarious.
send it to them, like on some crazy
That's
shit.
so funny.
Like,
Like-
girls are crazy. We are crazy.
But like never, like guys always think that's a reason to be like, no, I'm not gonna text her. She's out with her friends. There's probably a guy running up on her right now.
Right.
It's like,
No,
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 you
they
text
be
her,
right now.
and that friend will be out. She'll be like, I gotta go. My food's calling. And it's like, wait, we just started taking shots. What do you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yes, my man, come pick me up from the clubs. What you doing?
I didn't want to be here anyway.
Pop up, don't tell me. Pop up, come drag my ass the fuck out. Where we going, baby? Home? Okay. I only posted that story so you could see it.
And now
Come
that you
get
saw
me.
it, and now that you're getting me,
Yeah, come
these
get
aren't even
me.
my friends anyway. Like, fuck that. I don't even know these.
Come get me. I don't know these bitches. Sorry, yo, we be cracking up. Yo, hold on, let's see. All right, what else? We're trying to make sure we get everybody's questions. Hold on. How do you ladies? I love this girl. I can't stop stressing that I love the Boss Black. How do you ladies feel about sex toys?
I haven't.
I don't have any,
haven't even
but I
tried
wish
any.
I did because I've heard good stories about them.
Like which ones?
I mean, the little vibrating dildo.
That's a toy. Dildo's a. Is it toy? Wait, is it
It's a
dildo?
toy?
A toy. A toy. A toy. That's what we should call a dildo.
Shut up, crying.
A toy.
Yo, we be cracking
also
up.
dildos, but like handcuffs and stuff like that.
Ooh,
or, like,
yes,
ties.
tie me up, baby.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I do actually want to go get a lot of toys. I definitely want to do like some crazy role play with my man, like on some crazy shit.
Role play.
Yeah.
I could totally
I
see
want
you
to be
doing
the
that.
motherfucking like skeleton, and he's the motherfucking bones.
Oh, bitch, you get away.
Halloween's coming up.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was picturing it. You had me, and I pictured you being a skeleton.
All right,
And
he
I
could
was
be
like,
a skeleton
and then
too
what's
or
he
whatever.
gonna
I
do?
just tried to make it creative. Damn.
That would actually be I mean, no, it wouldn't be cute. It would be fucking weird. It'd be really weird.
Yo, I'm crying, but no, I want to do like a lot of that crazy shit.
How are you gonna talk to each other? You know what I mean? If you're a fucking skeleton. Let me
John in the fucking costume?
How are you gonna get?
I don't want to be like the typical role players, like the nurse, the doctor.
Yeah, but they have like there's a script because you're a doctor. Like, oh, I'm coming in to check on your knees or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
check on your knees. John, you've done this before?
No.
Check on your knees. I do not have Megan Thee Stallion knees.
Yo, dead.
I
can really picture you
need
saying
knee
that,
pads.
too.
It's fine, knee pads.
No, I'm not doing the script. Like, I'm just gonna talk how I talk, but I do
Oh,
want the
but in a
toys.
skeleton outfit.
Like, I want him to
Oh,
handcuff me for 24 hours.
Oh, bitch.
That's
How are you
crazy,
gonna
right?
eat?
Feed me.
Oh.
That's sexy.
Yeah, but what if you get like really hungry? I'm obviously very
Feed me, baby. Feed me.
What if he's not there? What if he's like gone out?
You can't leave me handcuffed.
That's what you're saying. He's not gonna be with you for 24 hours.
It's just the anticipation is sexy. You got me?
Oh.
Yeah, you see where I'm going with this.
Do it and like let me know how that. Like this will be a good like. Kira will be tied up for 24 hours. This will be a good.
I'll vlog it for you. Ooh, I'll
Yes.
vlog it. Damn.
Vlog it.
I'll teach y'all a few things or whatever.
I can just see you being like, we're on hour 5. This nigga didn't come back. I can just picture you.
You
Jen,
the
come
right
get
voice.
me.
You did the
Jen,
right-
come get me.
you
Nick,
did
where
the
you
right
at?
Where you at?
Yeah.
This is some bullshit. I'm still tied up for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yo.
And I'm gonna be like, I just saw his story, Kira, and I don't know. It looks like you're gonna be there a while.
Yo.
Yeah.
Bullshit. You ain't gonna be hungry within 24 hours. At this point, you capping.
Yeah.
OD, I'm OD capping, but
No,
I do
when I get hungry, I
want to
get
be
hangry. I get
You
hangry.
get hangry?
Yeah.
Dap is coming out.
Yo.
The dap. Oh my God.
Yo, I'm crying. Yo, we're really, really lit. All right, resume. All right, any other questions?
Smarkatech man again. This guy's he must be.
Smart Attack, you are dope. Thank you so much for donating to
Yeah, he
us. We
sent a
really
couple
appreciate you.
donations, too. He said, "Is it possible to have mind blowing? Is it
Quickies?
possible to have mind blowing quickly? Can 2 people make love in 5 to 10 minutes?"
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Woo! Talk to me nice, baby. When you want it, yes, you definitely want it. It's there. It's coming fast. Very fast. On both ends.
What? What the hell did you just describe?
Yes.
That scares me.
What?
We need to hurry up and do this.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God!
yeah.
Let me talk about me and my man
The
when
best.
I'm in training, right? Because I'm a mortgage loan officer, all right? So if you guys want to hate, go ahead. But if you don't,
Why
I
would
love
it
you. Because they be talking about, like she ain't really. No, I'm very smart. Okay, let's be
what are you
clear.
saying? You've always had like a job, like
Always, period. Always a
Yeah.
good one. But anyway,
I
so
know.
yeah, I'm in training right now. I've been in training for like 2 weeks now, right? And it's at home, so I feel like it's very difficult for me because it's at home training for me. So I've been smoking hookah, fucking everything. So my babe, he really we be having like little 15-minute breaks on the training. Yes, we be getting little
I can
cookies and-
relate to this. I can
What?
relate,
That
yeah.
shit be like it's just so
it's just so much like it's just like I
sexy,
gotta go back. I gotta go back.
yeah, I gotta go back.
It's like-
Like that
Yeah.
shit is so
The best.
fire.
Just thinking
to
about
me.
it like gets me like
Yes.
excited.
Oh damn,
It's like,
Jen.
I know because I'm.
Jen, let me
thinking
know if
about-
you want a video or whatever. We took a couple.
No, not of you. Not of you.
Okay.
I got my own person.
Oh my bad. Yeah.
No, this is getting wild. This is
Okay,
getting wild.
it's getting wild.
Tito's.
It's getting okay. The Tito's is not
fucking
a
canceled today.
Latinos is a no-go. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. All right. We're going to take one more question, guys, before we have to wrap it up. So, give us a good one, y'all. Yo, should couples wash their ass before every sex encounter or no? Yo, I'm crying. Like, that shit is hilarious.
Imagine every
Y'all
time.
don't agree?
I mean, right now in the middle of a pandemic, I think so. You need to
Go ahead,
sanitize.
talk.
That makes no sense.
I mean, it would be nice, but like, what if you like in the car, like some shit pop off, like, or like out, or like, can't just go jump in the shower.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I would hope that your partner's clean.
Right. Honestly, yeah.
I ain't gonna go to work for 2 days and then,
Then that's nasty. You wanna definitely take care of your body first and foremost.
Yeah.
But every single time you have sex, like you said, if it's very spontaneous, no, you have time to take a shower.
I wonder.
You get what I'm saying? Like, hopefully you showered in the morning or
Like,
whatever.
I always mentally prepare, like, we're probably going to have sex today.
Yeah.
So if I, like, pooped or something, then I'm being very honest. I think about this, like, well, like, I'm just like, I have to go. I'm going to, like, go and kind of shower.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, because I'm just, like, overthinking, like, I can't like, have poop, like, on my butt.
Yeah.
But I'm just like...
100% right.
Yeah.
Like,
But I really, like, the smell, like... Do you not think about
Jen, no more Tito's for you, yo. No more, yo. No.
Yo.
We don't think about this?
No more Tito's.
I'm alone?
No,
Okay.
but you're right. No, but you're right. You don't
Okay,
want to
good.
have shit
Yeah.
left on you.
I always think, I'm just like, crap. Like, even if I'm like... You know what I mean?
John, well, first off, let me just say this. When
Yeah.
you shit, hopefully it's, you're wiping it properly.
Of course, but like there's always still like, and this is smell,
Okay.
like there's always something
No.
there's always something that you can't get. There's always something that you can't say, bitch.
I've never let
Yo,
him talk in a long
your
time.
friend Kira said she's not doing it either. She agrees with Jen.
All right, so if you just took a shit, you're not doing it. Whatever.
No,
so
I
he's like,
make it
come
an
on, baby,
excuse.
come on, let's get this quick in here.
No,
whatever.
I have my
And
period.
in your head, wait, and in your head,
I
you're
don't know
like,
what you mean.
fuck, I just shit
Literally.
a second ago.
Yeah.
What are you doing? He's like, oh, baby, what's wrong with you? And
Yeah.
you're just contemplating, like, damn, yo,
I'm
I
making
really
an
just took a
excuse.
shit. And then he
Yeah.
like, baby, you acting different today.
Yeah.
So do you just be like,
It'll
all right,
cause an
fuck
argument
it.
for
Take
sure,
the shitty
but, like,
ass
it's
and that's
worth
it.
it.
No, take a shower.
All right, so
saying,
it's a
like,
no-go
I'll
for
shit,
the
hold on, I have to go to
It's
the
a no-go
bathroom,
for all
and
of
then-
us.
Yeah.
No shits.
But I mean, there is a way to get out of it. Like, if you really want to have sex, like, you just say,
Yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom, and then, like, hopefully you're somewhere
Or
where
just
there's
be
a
like, I'm
shower.
not feeling it
I will
today.
I will go butt naked in the shower real quick. I'm not even kidding. And then just, like,
And
dry
come out
off
and
with
be
a
like, I'm
paper
ready,
towel.
baby.
Literally.
Paper
I'm not
towel.
kidding. I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, to
Whatever
smell
it
good.
takes.
Yeah.
Yo, Jen is a real one.
Yo, she is the real. She is the realest one.
Tito's? I feel like
She
she's
no, Jen, no,
Oh,
more
no,
Tito's.
more Tito's.
I don't want shit talk
I've been
anymore.
cut
That's
off.
it.
Literally.
All right, I know we said one more. Okay, wait, one more because you guys are hilarious right now. I can. Let's see. Somebody say yes, Jen. Wash.
I'm clean. At least you know that.
Yeah.
Yo, Jen be cracking me the fuck up. Let me see if I get another good one in here, and then we can really wrap it up because we're going on for too long.
I know.
Let me see.
That was a good question, though.
That was good. That was
was a good
hilarious.
Because I always think about, these are just disgusting questions in the back of my mind all the time. Like, is everybody else doing this? Because I don't, do guys do that? You know? Like, do they even, God, I don't even think about that.
Shitty ass.
Ugh.
I mean, yo, these are probably questions that guys ask.
Well, you guys use, it's weird, but like guys use wet wipes, when they poop. I didn't realize that. We don't use wet wipes. We use like regular paper, paper toilet.
I use
Use wet wipes?
Yeah, I use wipes.
Maybe that's the solution.
So,
All right, did we get another one?
Yeah.
Come on, Smart Tech, talk to me nice.
yeah, so he said, is there a difference between the hood dude and a good dude? Can a hood dude be a good dude?
Absolutely.
Yes, of course.
What?
Why can't they?
That's my babe.
Those are like, that's like the
That's-
whole
that is-
why girl, like that's why we like them. Like,
Right.
you're like a hood guy, but just
But
like kind of, he's
Good
nice.
with you. I don't like a
But
friendly
you know
guy.
what's crazy? Any good, like any hood dude,
They have a very,
when they grow up, like I feel as though like they turn into good dudes and they try to be positive role models and
They try.
stuff like that.
But
Yeah.
sometimes there's just so much trauma in their
That's what I'm
past
saying. There's
that,
there's a
it's
horrible
really
past.
hard. Yes, but the reason like it's almost like you have to break down that barrier of like, oh, this like guys all tough. It's like deep down they have trauma. They just they need something. There's something that like maybe their mom left them, or they're, you know what I mean.
You can definitely get that out of them. Like
Yeah.
you can definitely talk to them and have that conversation.
Yeah.
But definitely, I
But
love.
I think all of
I love
them
hood,
are-
hood. What is that? Hood,
Hood-
good dudes. Tongue twister. Come on, I got a list. Damn. Like what the fuck?
Good dude.
No, but I love that. Like first of all, I love the whole like I don't know. Everybody has a different definition of hood though.
I mean,
But
like,
it's like that rough, like
yeah.
take charge type of thing.
Oh, you getting me?
But like, look at most like
Talk to me nice.
like the movies like Power. We always love the hood dude, but imagine,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
But he's a good dude. Like he's
Yes.
a family guy. Like, but if he was hood all the time, like messing with a bunch of girls,
Right.
we probably wouldn't really be that
Right.
into him if
He
you
was a
didn't
hood
have
good
that
dude.
complex of like, oh, you're struggling to be. He's like struggling to be a good guy
Right.
because he has to have this exterior.
Right, because I think that's what I'm saying. Everybody has a different definition. Because if it's
Yeah.
like a hood guy that's still out doing like terrible things, like illegal shit, then it's like a no go.
Illegal shit
You're not a
like
good
has
dude. You're
tons
not a
of-
good
yeah.
dude.
You're not a good. No.
I don't know what you're trying to do, but you're not a good dude. Period. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for
Today's
chiming
show was
in.
lit, man.
Yo,
know.
chat. Yo, the chat was lit
I
today.
was
Thank you
nervous.
guys so
Really
much for your questions. Thank you, Smart Attack, for all of the donations. We appreciate you guys. Hopefully, you guys tune in next week, Friday at 8 p.m. We'll be here. And on our page, make sure you guys follow it, Her POV 3. And we're gonna put up like what topics you guys want to talk about, so you guys can definitely chime in on there. So all your good questions that you have on there, you can definitely put on there, and we'll make sure that we'll make it into a segment and talk about it or whatever. But yeah, I had a good time tonight, guys. Thank you so much. I needed that. I worked so hard this week. I'm so tired. I got 100% on my assessment. My first assessment. So I'm not sold. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited. But yeah, so I needed this. So thank you guys. I had a lot of fun. I always have fun with my
too.
girls.
I
but
know.
You guys were crazy as fuck. So thank you guys for being you. Thank you guys for not judging us. Make sure you guys follow us. My page is Yakira Gorgeous.
Mine's just Jen.
Yeah, I got bombshell.
And make sure.
It's right underneath.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
right underneath, so you guys can follow our pages right now. Even if you guys want to have like if want to talk about your topics, you guys can DM us.
Yeah,
also,
please
we'll get
DM
back
us
to
because
you.
we're struggling with more
Stop
topics.
DMing.
Yes,
Stop DMing
there's-
me. Like, who are they? It's right on the screen.
Yeah. It's on the screen, so it's right down there. So make sure you guys definitely follow us. And if you guys don't get our page, make sure you follow our Her Point of View
Yeah.
page, which is Her POV 3, and we all have it. So we'll all make sure we get back to you no matter what. Okay. Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
We